looks good. Let me just double check my email now. My last part of it. Wow.
Yep.
Smooth.
We're on.
We are going. Alright. Hello everybody. Welcome again to Streams of Spero. Another episode in. And again, I've got to take time to figure out which episode we are on. That is totally my bad as things get a little sporadic in my life. But we are doing the attack on the Force of Storms, which is our beautiful boat that you can see below here, which our heroes are upon. We are lastly joined now by Glenn. Matt is supposedly with us. He's also resolving some tech issues. Oh, that is Matt. And Glenn is on his way. So we should have everybody popping on here pretty quick here. We'll do a case you haven't followed us pretty much. We'll go right from the top, starting with Jen into Jacob, and then everyone can kind of introduce themselves, and then we can get going with a recap.
I'm Jen. I'm Cascade Brine, aka the Veiled Deceiver, and aka Fluffykins, Mr. Fluffykins. That's me. I'm a droid.
I'm Jacob, and I'm Aileron, and I don't have an accent.
I used the wrong accent. Shit.
add it to the title. Confused about accents.
Use
AKA.
wrong
God.
accents.
That was totally the wrong accent.
Playing too many games, Jen. Playing too many games.
I know.
All right.
I feel your pain.
Do we still not have Jeremy yet? I think so. Glenn, you just showed up. You can introduce yourself.
Glenn Myers from Tabletop Journeys, playing Zendrid Sin. I can never pronounce my own last name. Hang on, let me look at
I
it.
know I tricked you out on that one.
Cinevilia. It's that extra. It's that extra EI noise in the middle.
Yeah, the damn elves. That's what we always do with their words.
Zendrid Cinevilia.
Yeah, you are not the mystifying pasture or whatever you.
Oh! I need to change that.
Vorpal Ward puts on top of you. Then followed by my brother Rico.
If I can find the mute button. I'm Rico, aka Zhu Xiong. I am a barbarian who's recently been a troublemaker.
Wow, you can do
Dude,
that. You
what's the point of getting all those titles if you're not going to use them
Yeah.
to introduce yourself?
I'm kind of like
Yeah,
in Jacob's ballpark, where you're not really using.
I
any
call
titles.
do-over, Rico.
Would
Playground
it be better
rules,
if I-
kid.
Would it be better if I had an
Playground
accent?
You have to use them, or you have to just go back to.
I am
Yeah.
Zhu
one
Xiong,
word.
the Curse Breaker, Werewolf Slayer, Gladiatorial Champion.
Yeah, you don't have to use
and
the
whatever
accent,
else
but
is on.
the more titles you use is important. If you anyone who's an old Krull fan will understand that.
Yes. All right. And I am Lewanika of Tabletop Journeys. My primary character, who's not aboard ship and in this episode, is Hephaestus Kenrick, the Warforged soldier, formerly of the Iron Legion, and formerly of the Summer Court. And his whereabouts are unknown, but he is definitely in our memories. Today, I am playing Kairion Starglow, and he is an Eladrin and member of the Summer Court here at the behest of the Summer Queen herself.
Awesome. And Matt, who's now got his video working.
Yeah, I'm Matthew. I'm playing Alexi, an Azamir warlock who has taken on the Patron of Mystic, one of the legendary heroes of the Pantheon that's coming to the New World, or the new Pantheon that's coming to the current world, excuse me, unless I can stop it. So that's my goal, and that's where we're at.
All right. And Jeremy will be back fully. He's just kind of blacked out right now, and he is playing Vaymont, member of the Raven Queen from her realm, Twilight, and has joined the party. Last we left off, our heroes have decided they've lost HK, as mentioned by Lee Winika before. He has tried to make peace with the Fae courts because of the loss of the Summer Night.
Abducted by the Fae is more accurate.
Abducted by the Fae is, as the lady has said, he's basically trying to find negotiations. Definitely some turbulent, probably some negotiations in that matter. We're unsure. He did it alone. He did not take help. He did the classic party split. And we'll find out exactly how things have gone with that. There is actually a video of part of that story. The group has been now joined by Kyrian, who the Queen apparently sent in some type of peacemaking. So some things might be going a little better in that regard. But he's not as well adored as HK already. Most of the new characters that have arrived from our players who've changed characters are having a little difficult time meshing with each other. Their beliefs and their tactics have kind of not worked in unison, and our heroes might be in a little bit of discord right now as they try to accomplish the goal. And it's Zindrid that has had everybody, on purpose, remembering what everything is all about and on track. Despite all the Syn Stone modifications to emotions and beliefs and things of that sort. So we're relying on her to keep things going forward. And in that case, our heroes teleported themselves through the tree, thanks to Cascade, to Fangsport, back to the ship that was provided by King Azarian of Savazo Dynasty. And hopefully that will make a passage to the Beholder Van Row quicker. But as they did a little shopping, they were surprised to find out that Aleski has become a much sooner father than he fully believed was going to happen. And now the party has been added with another non-player character, a tiefling named Desire. And she has quite easily charmed her way on board through Cascade and Aleski himself, and has joined the group as the group has set sail, and we're on the Force of the Storms, captained by Jean-Louis Duc d'Acourt, and you're on the seas. We had a little interaction that was done by a couple players, but that wasn't open to the public at the moment. The way you don't have anything set up that way to do. But you guys are more than likely to do the same right now. I'll give you guys a little bit of time to kind of mesh and talk. If you want to isolate individuals, you can. You can see you have a very large vessel. You can find your pieces on the boat. There are below deck, several decks below if you wish, to also continue a private conversation if you want to. If not, obviously you're on the deck. You can be heard by many of the others. The ocean is pretty calm. The seagulls have been chirping around, is pretty much making most of the only noise beyond the working of the crew. So I leave it to what would you guys like to do, address at this time.
I'd like to gather everybody up, and I'm going to cast water breathing. It lasts for 24 hours on 10 of us. How many player characters are there?
Oh,
7?
you don't have to worry about me. I can do that already.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so there's 6. Laura,
I'm first in line.
4.
Laura and Desire will make 8. I don't think there are any more NPCs that are not crew members. So unless you want to do 2 more crew members, you may do so. The captain.
Put it on Captain Picard too.
There's the first mate, the quartermaster, the bosun.
Yeah. Captain and his first mate.
Okay, so Jean-Louis will get water breathing, and Rodolphe, the half-elf male fighter, also has water breathing. So make sure we have a note of those guys.
I guess
Out of curiosity, then, how many other crew are not blessed with water breathing at this point? Then,
The rest of them.
how many is the rest of them?
the rest
quartermaster and the bosun.
Very precise.
There's 2 more. There is at least, we'll say 10 more, 12, at least a dozen more guys of the regular crew, not maybe fully represented by many on the actual boat, as they may be below or whatever.
So I will cast water breathing and hit the next, the bowsman, the top rank heading downwards. So if there's 2 random scallywags that don't get it, oops.
Okay. So you're hitting 10 people as well? Is what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Not including yourself because you're fine.
Now,
I'm
now
good.
you have to change whatever number you had for crewman, so there's 2 guys that don't get it.
Right?
Don't worry. I
And
come up
just
with
looking
guys.
at everybody else. Sons
Those
of
2
bitches.
guys, the Mr. Irrelevance on the crew decks. That's what they're going to be called.
Is there a reason why you casted water breathing on us? Do you foresee the ship sinking?
While that's happening,
On the water.
Kyrian will step closer to Lady Zindred
It's like
and
a prudent
simply
thing to do.
and whisper to her, wouldn't that foretell a bad omen to the crew?
Fine, I take it back from Kyrian. He doesn't need water breathing.
Glenn, was your mute going? Are you muted? Okay.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
I thought you answered.
Well, Kyrian, what's done is done. And while it may seem prudent, yes, as it's turned into casting it on most of the crew, I'm a little bit concerned that perhaps we've asked for it, so to speak.
Mind you, the 2 people who casted it are not the brightest in the group. So we can just explain it away, probably.
I'm not
Hey.
entirely certain that you're qualified to make that assessment.
Hey, what?
But safe than sorry.
I Did,
I'm not saying that you're unintelligent, but you are a touch mad.
Did we get desire in that mix?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
just making sure.
Yeah.
Right, Desire? You can
and
breathe in
Laura.
water now, right? I'm gonna shove her over the side.
Who you
She's
gonna
holding on tight to Jew's arm, probably. Giving him eyes.
You gonna try to go mess with Desire?
Yeah.
Daemon was going to push Desire.
I
He
would
said he was
not-
going to push her overboard.
So I asked her the question, you can breathe water now, right? And then I pushed her over the side.
That's going to be an attack roll.
Okay. I probably missed the attack.
You,
13.
you do a pretty hard shove, and more or less you grab a handful of her bosoms. And she's like, well now, aren't you a little young to be playing, boy?
I'm sorry. Was not my intent.
So now is when I go push him over the side.
Make an attack roll.
Let's see here.
What is happening?
I told you there was discord in this group.
Zendred rolls her eyes, says, Vaymont, she's with us.
Oh, I wasn't shoving her to.
And then turns and
attack
walks away.
her. I was shoving her for fun because, you know.
Just shove her
That's
off the
what
boat.
Sorry, I didn't have D&D Beyond open yet. Let's see here. Where's my sheet? Natural 20 for 25.
Oh shit.
Sweet.
All right, Jeremy, you now need a strength save at disadvantage to remain on the boat.
Can I acrobatics?
No, this is just holding in place. You're not doing anything funny or fancy. You're just getting shoved, like in the pool.
Cool.
How close?
I got a
How,
three,
how close am I to
I have
this?
no strength. So.
Not close enough. This is pretty much where it's a group of them. So, Vaymont will go in the water, and of course now someone calls out, "Man overboard! Man overboard!" So that makes
Oh, yeah,
the
I
boat
call
have
that out.
to drop the anchor, so they can fish him out, which they'll do. So you lose about an hour of travel time.
We
Getting
do
made
not
back
have
in the-
time for games.
I don't have time for a man molesting my daughter and trying to push her overboard either.
Oh,
No rebuttal from Zindred?
She walked away.
Oh, that's true.
All right. So
Kyrian,
just for sake, just so we get a little bit more now interaction control. You will see as below. Just go across with your arrows. That is where your people are amongst. So I put in the back deck. Zindrid's, Laura, Eleron, and Jew are on the back deck with Kyrian on the stairs. In the middle of the boat, you can see Vaemon is there with Cascade and Aleski. There's a regular dude there. On the top of the boat is where Desire is. So
I want to go to the front so I can
But-
see where we are going.
okay, I will move you to the boat.
Kyrian will follow
To the very front.
When
Like
water
very-
breathing was
yeah.
cast, we were all gathered together into one spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then
So-
you're dispersing after that to kind of go out.
Kyrian will stay with Lady Zindrid, and while making odd facial feature expressions at what is happening, he's largely silent unless specifically spoken to. He's
Okay.
not yet bonded with anybody, but he's also trying not to make his position worse.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure that's going to work out. I suspect he may have been born with 2 wrong feet and ugly shoes. To quote Aaron Brockovich.
Cass will cast Druidcraft, and I will basically get a weather report for the next 24 hours.
It is clear skies for the next 24 hours.
All right, I will report that to the captain,
Okay.
falling into roles that she had aboard ship previously.
Do you stay with the captain or go back to the middle of this boat after reporting? I can't hear you. We just lost you. Nope.
How about now?
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
She probably will have, if he didn't seem like he needed her, then she probably would have climbed the mast and gone up to the crow's nest
Which
if
one?
nobody else was manning it.
Front or back?
Forward.
Okay. You would be all there. Valerian, what would you like to do?
No idea because I was on the phone with my mom and I did not catch anything that happened when I had my camera off.
No, it's fine. It's basically just people are all around the boat. You got Lady Zindrid in the back. She's got Laura and the new guy, Kyrian, and the captain. In the middle, Cascade has climbed the mast. Jew is doing Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, so is there anybody behind him holding him?
No, but
No, he needs a rose.
No,
Go
he
for
needs
it.
a rose. He's the one that holds you.
Perfect. Perfect.
Zindrid,
Right,
after
right.
she turns
That's right,
away,
Jew. You're king of the world.
Bring drinks.
All right. Vaemont, what would you like to go or be?
I'm gonna go where Lady Zindrid is.
All right, back in the boat. Aleski.
Well, I definitely want to have a conversation with Desire at some point here. I'm also, once we get settled in, I'm going to go around and just stop by with Jew and Zindrid and Eleron to have them pen their name in my tome. Explaining that my patron has given me a tome that I can communicate and protect people with if their name is on the page of my book here. So I'm gonna.
Who would you like to start
If
with?
we sign something,
Who would you like to start with first?
It's a blank page. It's just
if
a
we
name.
sign a book from a devil.
Hold on. Matt, who would
No,
you like to
it's-
start with first?
it's- Well, Zindrid, I would go to first, I guess.
Well, we have one, like I said, an encounter. What we're talking about, relations between two people getting attacked to interact. So you can approach Lady Zindrid and make your pitch.
Next.
Lady
I'm sure
Zindrid
we
is
can-
sitting on
Alexi.
something back there at the back of the boat, coil of rope, small barrel, something along those lines. basically just sharpening her sword and making sure all of its fittings are tight.
Lady Zinder, do you have a moment?
Certainly.
Careful, my lady. I'm not entirely sure he can be trusted.
Thank you very much.
Worm.
As part of my ties with Mystic, she has granted me the ability to keep a journal. And as part of that journal, I'm allowed to name people of importance to me. And if you wish, you may write your name on the page of this journal. And in so doing in the future, I might be able to send a message to you at long distance, or even Mystic may offer some protection as a person of importance to me. If you wish, I would offer you and ask if you'd like to add your name to my tome.
And a wonderful, what's the right word? A wonderful offer. I greatly appreciate it, Oleski. Give me just a moment to consider. And she closes her eyes and places her hand on the hilt of her sword. While her eyes are closed, she sends mentally to Nashimi is the priest of silk, correct?
Yes.
Priestess of silk. To Nashimi, explaining quickly in brief detail that Oleski's been clearly compromised in some fashion, but does this sound like it would still be safe for me to do? Basically trying to ascertain from her if she thinks that writing my name in his book will give his demony people any kind of power over me.
No, she will definitely confirm that this is power from Mystic and her mother. This is not it's not a devil pact.
Well, then she'll open her eyes and be like, absolutely, I'd be delighted to. And she pens her name in your book.
Okay.
As I said, with your name here, it allows me to send messages similar, I think, to what your sword allows you to do. So I may be able to communicate with you in the future if we're separated, as well as my patron is a patron of everlasting life. And should you fall in battle, she may heal your wounds enough to keep you from dying.
Oh. That is an even better boon than the addition of, messaging.
It's what I'm told may happen. I haven't had cause to see it happen yet.
Well, and let us pray that we don't.
Of course. So, I don't know if thank you is the right thing, but thank you for your trust.
And thank you for yours.
Will you be writing your true name in this book?
I tilt the book towards Kyrian and say, well, it says Zendrid Sinavelia. In order for the magic to have power, would it work if I didn't?
I imagine as long as the name identifies you to me, it would be recognized as a connection.
Fantastic. Be certain that Cascade signs as Mr. Fluffykins.
I am no weaver of the mystic threads, and certainly not the strands of the summer leaves. But it looks like a true name would be required. But what do I know?
Likely nothing.
Well, that remains to be seen, Kyrian. That remains to be seen.
Oh, Matt with the comeback and nobody acknowledged.
And that was nice, Matt. That was very nice.
I know
Zendra just ignores it.
I know plenty about the things that I am trained to know, but of the magics, very little. I have family, and I have friends who are dabblers, and some who are expert. But
And yet you expound at length. Excuse me, Lady Zindred, if I have several other people to talk to. Is there anything else that you need from me?
No, thank you, Oleski. And you're not wrong. I also was entertained by, first, his insistence on entering the conversation, and the fact that it was immediately followed by, well, I don't really know anything about it.
I apologize. Do you not ask people questions when you wish to learn about new topics amongst your group? Or do you simply sit in ignorance and hope the information will magically enter your brain?
Laura goes, if he keeps talking,
since
perhaps
you
we
didn't
aim him at
ask
the
a
sails
question-
and we can get our day caught up.
Since you just didn't ask a question, you decided to expound upon the knowledge of arcane. And then you admitted you knew nothing and yet continued to expound upon the knowledge of arcane. I don't think you were intending to learn. But again, Lady Zindred, my apologies for interrupting your time. I look forward to supper with you.
You're most welcome. And I wouldn't take it to heart. I'm confident that, like many of the Fae, Kyrian will suffer from the problem that many of his words are they just automatically and instinctively come out as sticks designed to stir the pot.
Apologies if I've offended. I truly wanted to understand your ways. They're different to me. And Kyrian will bow very deeply towards you. And
She
sorry for
inclines your
holding
head.
you up.
So, Oleski, you turn to
Shin-
go find someone else?
Yeah, I'd go to Jew next.
You're making your way. Is there anything last you two want to, or three want to finish up on as Oleski moves away?
Zindred, or Lady Zindred, why would you sign a book for somebody who has signed a pact with the devil?
Zendred is fine, Vaymont. And because first I communicated with Nashimi to verify that it would be safe for me to do so and only connect me to the power that's still part of Oleski, as opposed to the demons.
Fair enough, milady. I apologize for doubting.
No worries. I understand your concern and I appreciate it, but I do have a few smarts about me, tucked away in odd pockets and pouches.
Okay.
And Kyrian, or
Which pockets and
Kyrian,
pouches? My job is
She
to
just
protect
smiles.
you, Lady Zindred. I wish to know which parts I need to protect.
and she just smiles. And don't take my admonishments too harshly, Kyrian. I've not exactly been thrilled with the Fae recently, but I don't normally hold them any grudge. Give it time.
My people are vast and innumerable. There are many that I don't even get along with. I, however, can assure you I am among the best of them. So you will feel free to entrust me with any task you need me to do and your greatest of confidences.
No, thank you.
And my greatest of confidences.
Of course.
Well, that would require a significant amount of trust to be earned, but at the moment you can remain by my side. Excuse me. And then Zindred gets up and goes in search of the captain, but we can let Oleski do his.
He's right there on the same side as you.
Oh, well, she gets up, strides over to him, and says, Captain, I assume you will not object to me commandeering your quarters. Could you direct me?
Wait, surely he'll take you down below. So you guys will be off the boat, down below.
Kyrian will follow, of course.
Okay.
And
And
if you allow him in, he will follow in. If you expect him
Vaymont
to
would
stay
follow
out,
as well.
he will stand guard outside.
You
Whatever
stand-
your choice
You
is.
stand guard outside. That's all.
Vaymont-
As you're following, Zindred says, you don't need to follow. I simply need some rest. If you do continue, though, she will shut the door, leaving you firmly on the outside.
Yeah.
Excellent. And then I will turn and look for something to sit on. I will pull that over and sit and basically just relax.
Okay. Vamot, you are stuck outside as well.
Yeah, if Lady Zindra closed the door on me as well, then
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just her
that's
and
where
Laura.
I will sit.
Her and Laura.
Because I have no dealings with Alexi, Jew, Cascade, Alaron. None of them.
You guys can become best friends now.
Not gonna happen.
Just you and me, kid.
I thought we had a moment.
We're
What are
we're
you
okay
talking-
now. We're still not friends.
We're still not friends.
I tucked you into bed.
They put you guys in there.
Of course, I'm all the way up on the freaking crow's nest. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Oh snap! They actually put us in the boat.
Yeah. Except someone's very tall. I just noticed. I'm like, wait a minute.
Nice.
Oh, it's of course it's Kirion and his bow.
We went inside the boat.
I got that as well. I was like, I think
Little
there's
guy, big
a
bow.
steering piece.
What are you gonna do?
So, Aleski, you make it to basically where Alarian and Jew are at the boat. Desire's not too far there. The crew members will give you more space.
What time of day is it? Like mid-afternoon or early
Mid-morning.
evening?
It's about 10:30.
Okay. So, good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, what's going on, Oleski?
Hello, my friend.
I've come into. Well, my patron has given me another gift to use to help protect us.
We like gifts.
Awesome.
And
we need protecting.
well, protection in the case of imminent death or passing communication, passing words. As a warlock of mystic, she has granted me a mystic tome that is both a journal and spell book and any number of things like that. But one of the special properties is that if a person of importance writes their name in my book, then I can extend them some of Mystic's protection, as well as communicate with them over distances, sending messages, across the realms. And I was hoping you two gentlemen may, as part of my troop, my group, my comrades, if you would be willing to inscribe your name upon the page of my journal here.
Wow.
Is it okay if I take up a whole page?
I was gonna say Jew's taking up a whole page on that.
You're talking about he doesn't know how to write. It's just going to be an X.
Is that going to connect us to your deity? Is the devil? Is this going to be a pact?
No.
Signing
No, there's no contract or anything like that. It's just making a connection between me and people of importance.
Is that Zindra's signature? Did she already sign this?
Yes, I went to Lady Zindred first as I saw her up on the deck.
I'll sign.
Well, I mean, I think if
Zhu Xiaowang, the Curse
willing
Breaker,
to sign it.
Werewolf Slayer, Gladiatorial Champion, Son of Arna, Joffin Warrior.
You misspelled gladiatorial.
Shit. Ah, there you go, my friend. That's worth money now. Ah.
I'll find some space in the margin to sign if he's left any.
Around the edge.
All right, so they've signed.
So, yep. So as I said, in the future, I may be able to send messages to you over distances if we're not nearby, as well as should you potentially fall in battle, Mystic may heal your wounds enough to prevent you from dying.
Just give some sort of warning before you send distant messages. freaks me out sometimes.
He's got a lot of voices in there. You gotta get through the noise.
So yes, so I went to Lady Zindred, and the two of you, I'm reserving a place for HK should he return to us, or when he returns to us.
I wait for the day my partner returns. I miss him.
Yeah, I'm
honor him in battle.
I'm
You're
honestly
not
surprised
asking,
about it, but
you're not asking like Kyrie or that Vaymont guy, are you?
nope. I don't trust Kyrie
Uh-huh.
because he's only pledged himself to Zindred. We know the Fae, when they give their word, only stick to the letter of their word. I have no trust for him.
Vaymont's a good warrior. I fought alongside him. He still doesn't like me, though, for some reason. I don't understand.
Probably jealousy.
Ah, yes. Envy's tough to deal with.
Yeah.
I certainly don't approve of him interacting with my daughter in any way. I suppose I should apologize for pushing him over the rail at some point, but I'll reserve that for a time when I need to make points.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm hoping to take a meal with you both soon, Lady Zindred as well, although I think she's retired to her cabin for a while.
Well, she's had those two nonstop chattering in her ear, so
Yeah.
I probably go hide in her room too.
Hey, you know me. I'm always ready for a drink and a meal, so anytime, just let me know.
I mean, I don't know if you have other dinner plans, but we're on a boat.
No, I'm just saying I'm hoping we can all take a meal together soon.
Do we need to catch our
We're
meal?
going different directions.
Should I fish? I think I'm gonna fish. I'm gonna go find a crewmate and look for a fishing pole.
Okay.
All right, then, gentlemen. I will hopefully speak to you shortly. I now I've got to talk with my daughter. It feels very weird to say that.
Good luck. Good luck.
All right, Alarian, what would you like to do since Jew has left you to go fishing?
Probably just find a place to relax, hang out. I don't really have anything else to do. Reserve my energy. Maybe somewhere where I can watch Jew fishing, just in case he actually does get lucky. Or pulled into the sea.
Pulled into the
Either
sea.
way.
Yeah. Worried about certain things you saw on the Spectre Studios Facebook page.
Maybe. Usually don't paint things for no reason.
Okay.
Inside info.
Metagaming.
Public information.
All right, so Jew, you find Jerome. He has a pole, and you begin fishing.
Yes.
So you'll take some
The
time.
big question is, does he have bait?
You're on a vessel that they spare. They have time they do it as well, so they can set him up.
If I need to spear a seagull, I will.
Okay. All right, Alesky, you have Desire at the front of the boat to yourself.
That was abrupt. Okay. I'm going to start with just a big, long hug.
Oh. She gives you a big hug back.
Just I'm sorry. I didn't quite know or believe that your mother was pregnant with you. I was only told a few weeks ago, but it seems for you years have passed.
Yes.
I thought I had time to figure things out and to learn the truth. And I had been trying to speak with people to learn that truth. Um, but I didn't realize how short a time I had to learn it. And I'm sorry that I wasn't there as you grew up.
It's okay, Daddy. They told us that you had a lot things that had to be done quick. So for us, it was going to be a while, but for you, not so much because you were going to need us.
Well, it's true. For me, it's only been, I think, 6 or 7 weeks now. But you look like it's been maybe 16 or 18 years even. Um,
I'm 18, Daddy.
and you've had 18 years of learning and growing that I wasn't involved in. And I'm very sorry about that.
It's all right. I was trained. I'll make you proud, Daddy.
You don't have to do anything. You don't have to make me proud. I do want to get to know you. I want to learn all about you. I want to understand you. And I hope you want to do the same for me. Um, and who I and we are.
I want to make you important. You're on a very big destiny. That's what they told me. And that's what I want to be a part of, Daddy. I want to make sure that your legacy will be forever remembered. That's why I train very hard for you. I'm a great fighter.
I don't need a legacy to be remembered. I'm nothing special. If anything, it's your grandmother that her legacy that needs to be remembered from my side of the family, if you will.
Daddy, you're always trying to be so humble. No, they put you on the path. You've chosen it. You know how the legends go. Many of the heroes, they don't often think that they're going to be remembered forever. But you are, Daddy. You're going to be remembered.
Well, let's not talk about you having children yet. That's I'm not ready for a legacy conversation. Um, I, I'm not even ready for your first steps, and I've got a lot of catching up to do. I'm honestly not even ready to be a father. I didn't have any thoughts of that.
Well,
It's still a ghost thought in my head that it just doesn't seem to be real.
I know you'll man up to the fatherhood job pretty well. I mean, you and your girlfriend up there, I'll treat her like a stepmom.
My who?
The blue one, up there. The one you went shopping with. Cascade, right?
I have no grounds to say that I barely met her. I don't even know her. I don't believe we have any kind of relationship like that because your mother I had less time with.
Your luck can be
But
just as true.
I have no I have no woman of import in my life in a romantic way right now.
It's okay, Daddy. If you have a lot of love to give to a lot of women, that's fine. Just let me know. I have
Well,
a lot of love to give too, Daddy. I'm gonna be just like you.
see, this is one of those conversations that I am really not ready for. Um,
Well, we'll have plenty of time. We have a long journey and a lot of things to overcome.
Please, no, never mind. I know enough about fatherhood to know that if I ask you to do something or not do something, you'll do it because I asked you not to. So, never mind.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you right now, Dad, if you're going to learn from me, I like to do what I like to do. You know, I have my namesake desire. I have my desires. I just gotta do it to feel good.
I understand where you're coming from.
Oh, I knew we were gonna get along so well.
I would very much like to get along with my daughter. I do not want to have a relationship of the father who does not get along with his daughter.
So we need to
And
get
I
going,
want
because I'm just one. Do you think we'll see any sharks in these waters?
I would imagine there are sharks all up
Cool.
and down the coast.
Do you think your girlfriend will go catch one? I saw her change shape.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh, right. Brief lover. Do you think she'll catch one?
She has not even been a brief lover.
Oh. Are you playing the long game?
I'm not playing any game with her. I mean, I've only known her for a week or so.
You've proven you don't need to know someone for a long time, Daddy. It's okay. You don't. I don't need the standard, mommy, daddy, family thing. It's all good. I just want to be on the road adventuring with you. A lot of fighting and stuff. And fighting a shark.
Certainly, I just want to be honest and say that I only know a little bit of her story, and I haven't interacted with her much at all. I think you've talked with her more than I have.
Really?
Do you think she likes me? Is that what she's saying? Is she calling me her boyfriend?
Well, she didn't quite say she kind of wanted to be your girlfriend, but she definitely likes you. When we were walking behind you, she was eyeing you.
Well, that's good to know, I guess. I'm not sure daughters are supposed to be I don't have a word that goes along with what I'm thinking, but
Wingman?
co-conspirators. In other words.
Well, don't worry, Daddy. I'm a very
I was
special
typing
daughter
wingman.
for you.
I just assumed wingman wasn't a Renaissance term.
I'll put in a good word for you.
I don't know that you need to do that.
This is a world of dragons and stuff. Wingman is perfectly acceptable.
I was going to say, I believe the term might be on belay.
Good one.
I knew my Marine would like that one.
Currently, the only woman in my realm is my patron mystic. She's the only woman who captures my thoughts at the moment.
You think, but there's another.
Unless you're reading my thoughts and reading something that I don't know, I'm not sure what you're referring to.
It's okay. Again, we have a long time together now.
I would like to see your mother again, certainly.
Oh, really? I'll put another good word.
Well, it seems we have some things to talk about. Catch up. And otherwise learn. I'm sure I could learn about you through her as well. So I'm sure she had a chance to be with you when you were growing up.
No.
No?
No, I was drafted in the army as soon as I was conceived for you. I have a very special role to play for you, Daddy.
And I have a lot to learn about where you grew up.
We'll be there someday. But right now, let's just look for a shark.
Why do we need to look for a shark?
I like them. They have very big teeth.
Okay, I'm sure we can find one. Does there happen to be any wildlife about?
You can obviously hear the seagulls. You can't really see much in the ocean itself.
Sure, but the seagull's close enough to interact with, at least verbally.
Sure.
All right, so I will cast Speak with Animals, and I will try to call down a seagull to see if it can.
Roll
us
animal
where-
handling.
Oh, my cursor's not working. What's up with that? Wow, literally my cursor is stuck. My keyboard's still working. I don't know if I can generate the die roll. You want to roll a d20, somebody, for me, and add +1?
I got a 16.
Okay. A seagull will come down to you.
So I will, I'll ask the seagull in seagull
roll?
speech.
Jew, roll, please. Okay, yeah. All right. And he goes, what are you going to ask it?
If it has spotted any sharks in the ocean nearby.
He goes, sharks, yeah, with fin. And then it explodes in feathers as a spear goes through it.
Ah! Aha, I got some bait! I run over, grab the seagull, hook it on my pole. Thank you, Alexi.
Oh my goodness. I so wish Kyrian was upstairs.
You're
for that.
welcome, I think.
Yeah, still not going
I
for
was
seagull.
struggling to catch a fish. I need a good bait. I appreciate that.
Hey, good throw, Jew.
Yeah, some
We
of the
will
crew
have a
members are
good
applauding
if
you-
that you got it.
I shall catch a
If you
bait.
missed, it would have been really funny because your spear would have been gone. We're on the ocean.
All right,
I don't-
while that's all going on the
HK
deck,
taught me how to throw spear.
Zindrid, you are now at peace in the cabin. Is there anything you particularly wish to do now that you have momentary time to yourself?
So specifically, Zendrid took time to herself because she is still grieving Rydell fairly heavily, but she does not choose to do it in front of everyone else.
Yeah.
So she's in the captain. Those sitting right outside the door, if they listen carefully, might hear an occasional sniffle or sob, but she's pretty much just, trying to get out some of her emotions so she can keep her composure.
All right. What is Kyrian and Vaymon's passive perception? Can't hear you, Lee.
Vaymon's is 22.
You
16 for Kyrian. I'm sorry, 21 for Kyrian.
All right, so you both easily hear an emotional vulnerability coming inside the room, but you're not hearing any more discussion going on with it, so you don't know the full context of it. Okay.
I will knock.
Laura will slightly give a crack to the door. Yes, Vaymont.
Lady Lord, is Lady's injured okay?
Of course. She was in danger. You would have heard much more need for help.
Understood. Thank you.
And with that, she shuts the door.
And Zindred looks surprised because she didn't realize that Shadow Smite had followed her in, but she's kind of become accustomed to her constantly tailing at this point, so it just kind of slipped her notice.
Okay.
Hearing this, Kairian will actually take out a flute, and he will play he will play, and when he's not actually playing through the flute, parts of the song will actually be vocal in nature, but mostly humming or just making like musical notes and tones as opposed to words. But he's going to go with a very old Eladrin tune, and the goal being it's kind of one of those very basic, very like almost progenitor melodies, and thinking that the older he gets, as far as what he would know, there might be some similarities. So there may even be several tunes or songs along that vein in the Drow language, because he does recognize that she's Drow. So it may be something that would recognize or carry some kind of similar meaning across. But basically, it's going to be a bit of a somber tune, and one designed to bring out emotions of understanding and peace in difficult times.
Okay. Why don't you roll a performance with advantage then?
And will I understand it, being a Shadowkai elf?
Again, you'll find elements of it similar, but it is definitely...
That is... Yeah, so it is a 15.
Okay.
And he'll just play the tune. Just aware that there's something else going on that he doesn't quite get. But it soothes him as well, because who wants to be stuck in the mortal realm anyway? So it's almost like a mini theme song for himself, because he's in a situation that he wouldn't want to be in, but it is a situation that he has to be in and is willing to be in.
Okay.
What is that noise? They're scaring away the fish.
He's
Trying
no,
to catch
he's
something
no
here.
5th edition.
Glenn, have you done a long rest for your Zindred?
I believe... I don't recall if I've long... No, I have not long rested her. I probably should, though, huh?
You need to, yes. And just in case anybody else has not, you're all through a long rest. You've been on the boat for a few days.
If Kairian's doing a theme song, does that mean we're all in a title sequence? So I can be like...
This is really downstairs. You guys barely hear it. It is only for really Vaymon, who's most closest to it, and Zindred and Laura hear some of it.
It's my
Upstairs,
title
which means
sequence.
they're closer to the fish, and he's scaring the fish away. I'm not going to catch anything.
All right. After a few hours, all of a sudden there is a bustle with the crew. Jew, Cascade, Alaron, and Aleski, please give me insight checks.
Nat 20, so a 19.
Nat 20, so 19.
That is funny as all
I got a
get out,
-1.
dude.
I got a -1.
I know, I love it.
21.
21.
17.
17, Aleski.
14 for me.
Everyone pretty much is noticing there is definitely a problem. You're definitely reading that the crew is experiencing something that is not normal. Cascade and Jew, you sense more of a panic amongst the crew. There definitely seem to be, they feel unsure of something, which has got many of them rattled.
My passive is 20. Was I aware of anything going on prior to that?
The ship now you've kind of noticed seems to have slowed considerably, which is we notice kind of now coincides with the panicking that's going on.
All hands on deck!
I will actively look around to make sure that there's nothing, if it's on board the ship or if it's something somebody else caught out
Give me a
at sea.
perception, please.
Sure thing.
And I'm going to give you advantage on it because you were on the lookout and checking around.
I will run to the
Natural
front of the boat
20
again.
perception. Natural 20 for a 30.
Awesome. You will notice that there's no landmass. There's no way that anything, like why you think the crew is very panicked. Like there should be anything that should slow the ship down from a landmass state, or like an iceberg or something like that would cause any issues. So that's why they're trying to figure out why the ship is considerably slowed. Ju, what'd you say you were doing?
I'm gonna run to the front of the boat and look around over the around the water.
Do I hear his call for all hands on deck?
Yes.
I'm gonna become like a spectral form, and I'm gonna go down and look through the bottom of the boat.
Okay. What is your spectral form? Just a ghost-like form?
The
Yep,
absolute
allows me to
opposite of all hands
walk
on
through
deck.
stuff.
Okay. You have dark vision, correct?
Yep.
There seems to be many shapes that are around the boat. There are lines that have hooked into it as well. You see about 7 chains that are in the bottom of the boat.
Interesting. All right, I'm gonna go back up.
All right. As you're making your way up back to the floor, I actually need everyone to roll initiative.
Having heard it, by the way, Zendrid was on her way, but it took her a moment to restrap on a few things. So.
Yep, sure.
The flute is put away, and he
Strap
is geared
on.
up, and he will follow Zindrid as she leaves, and he will be at the ready, arrow in hand, ready to place to the bow.
That's how her and Lauren get down.
18.
Good one.
I am rolling like junk. Kyrian's on a
16.
10.
Yeah, I got a crap initiative. I got an 8. 8.
Okay. Alrighty. So basically, everyone has now kind of idea that something is panicking. So you'll be playing where you guys basically were. Now, most of the people will be coming out from the 2 stairs on this. I'll put my black arrow here. Will be coming out from there. So that will be Zindrid, Kyrian, Baemon, if they walk out through the door, and that aspect there. Everybody else, you are where your model actually is on the boat.
Zindrid, can you change your icon color?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be a different color.
Indigo or something?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Certainly.
Fuck are those?
That can't be good.
Is that shrimp? Crab? Hell is that?
Their dinner.
What the?
I didn't catch that.
Water bugs. Look at those.
An underwater.
What the?
All right, so 3 things immediately scuttle up onto the top of the boat.
Do they look anything like Cass has seen before?
No.
Okay.
All right. In the back of the boat, the captain quickly pulls out a rapier and tries to start protecting himself, but he is snapped and clawed a bit, and he's starting to, wince from pain coming from that. The other one on the side has the bosun, Diego. He's got, basically comes down, climbs up the ship, very surprised, putting both claws to the side of his throat. He's starting to gurgle and bleed from a lot of the pain that he is in. Oof, man, so. Ju, you are very well defended. Actually, your displacement cloak also helping you. But this thing easily scurried up the side of the boat very, very, very fast. And you were able to block all of it because he just couldn't figure out where you were with the displacement cloak. But you are safe.
Well, I'm sure my armor helped a little bit too.
And another thing crawls up on the boat. And he begins to grab and attack one of the crew members. You hear him scream. Jew, you are next.
I don't like you. We will go into full-on combat mode.
Okay.
Does Jew have any other kind of combat mode?
Not really.
No, I'm going into full rage.
Oh, we left the boat.
I'm the boat. I'm not raging that bad.
That is an awesome set, by the way, Ben. Looks great.
I will wait for the boat to return. I don't like bugs.
Underwater Thry-Cream, that's what they look like. Which is
That's what I thought
pretty,
too.
which is actually a pretty brilliant idea now that I'm seeing it. Like,
While we get through technical difficulties, why don't we take this moment, take a break if we need it, just because it's
Okay.
going to be a long battle.
okay.
And those that are listening, this is a great set
Yeah,
from
you
Epic
metagaming
Encounters.
fools.
Isle of the Crab.
BRB real quick then.
Yeah. Apparently, I thought the phone was on more of a charge, and it's not. Which is my camera too. Vorpal. And during the COVID, when we were during the COVID crisis, that's the Great Whiz Kids sea vessel. Come on.
Now, when I run online games, I delight in finding awesome maps, but I do not have the patience or wherewithal to create the live sets like you. That's pretty awesome.
Well, I'm still much of a miniature and MDF guy, so when I discovered this site, Vorpal Board, I was like, this is what I want more of. I enjoy the ones that you guys use for your adventures and stuff, but I've always been a minis guy. I just love having that, and I've been retooling my collection since the new sculpts and the artists they have doing it are just amazing, so some good stuff. I think it just makes it very immersive, especially of all the things.
I agree.
Kick. All right, should be soon. And of course, the bonus you guys doing Hero Forge figs gives that cool uniqueness. Found much like on Critical Role.
boat is back.
The boat is back.
One next to me.
Back again.
All right. All right, Jew. We are ready for you now.
All right. Rage.
Perfect.
First attack. A 29
Totally hit.
for 18 damage.
Oof.
And I'm going to take the +3 towards my armor class
Okay.
instead of extra damage.
Alrighty.
Second attack. Oh, and that one. I slip on the wet deck.
Ooh, give me yeah, so you're moving a bit, so I will need you to make a athletics.
Do you have inspiration?
I do. Oh, yeah, I have a standing inspiration. I can re-roll that, right?
You can.
Yeah, good call. Let's make that a 29 instead.
That hit again.
For 17 more damage.
Alright.
And last attack, because I'm raging.
I think you have 2 attacks, and then the bonus would be
Oh.
You've already raged. Rage is a bonus action, so
Gotcha.
you won't get the third.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so you've bloodied him pretty good.
And then I'm sitting at a 28 for this round.
Okay. Do I have some food? That's what we want. Alrighty. Another creature scurries on board. And Aleski attacks you and misses both times. So, not doing much of anything. Okay. Another thing climbs on top of the boat. And attacks a crew member. Misses. Alright, Zindrid. Where did I put you?
Inside the boat.
I put you inside the boat, damn it. You're the first to come out. That's where half your movement basically will be. So it's 15 of your regular move. Puts you right there.
Okay. Scanning the boat, I see hostiles. Are any friendlies or crew down?
Not yet. But if you notice where who has the purple Kyrian has, that Dragonborn with that greenish creature, he looks like in the most worst situation because there are claws in his neck.
Where's the Dragonborn?
Right here. My black arrow is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's too far for me to reach, but that's the direction I'll start moving.
Okay.
So let's see. It looks like
Not too far from him. You are within hand touching of him, but not into contact with the creature.
okay. Then I will cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
Wow, I max healed that
Nice.
for 12.
Nice. You do staunch some of the bleeding, but there is still a good wound in him from those earlier claws. But he looks a lot better off. He's like able to seem like he's able to draw in a breath.
And as she heals him, she says, "Back away. You're injured enough." And
Okay.
appears clearly ready to step to actually get behind me. That's what she said.
Okay. Is that everything from you?
Mhm.
All right, Aleski.
Oh, she shouts out, "Save the crew."
Save the crew.
We
All
can't
right.
sail the sucker on our own.
It's true. And there are lots of little creatures all over the place. All right, Lesky. There is a creature with a very weird seashell thing in front of you.
Yeah. So are the squares on the deck
Yes.
equal to 1 square, 1 inch
5
type
feet.
thing?
1 square is 5 feet.
Right. Well, I can't get beyond the mid deck here. So, so dropping my hand to the Mace of Torm, the handle on the Mace of Torm, I'll cast Slow on the 3 creatures in the mid deck here.
The ones down there.
So, yeah. So the one on me, I can affect the 3 by the center masts here.
Okay, what save is that?
Wisdom DC 18.
Ooh. Well, that's probably not going to make it. That thing fails. Oh, one of them passes, weirdly enough. Big move on that. So that other one is affected. Slow just reduces attacks.
Yeah. So an affected target, their speed is halved. They take -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, and it can't use reactions.
Cool.
On its turn, it can use either an action or a bonus action, not both. And regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn. And if the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action on a D20, 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn. And the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell.
This
If it can't, the
is
spell.
slowed, and this one is slow, right? So, there we go. All right.
And it can basically keep making wisdom throws at the end of each of its turns to try to save.
Okay.
Concentration for a minute to keep it going.
Gotcha. Are you going to do anything else?
Where's Desire in all this? Is she nearby?
She's right next to you.
Okay.
That model right here is her model. Okay. All right, Cascade, you are next. You're on top of the crow's nest.
Okay. How far is it from the crow's nest, the forward crow's nest, to? Is that the captain in the aft end of the ship?
Yes.
How far do you think that is?
30, 35, 40, 45.
In a straight line.
About 70? I'll say 70.
In a straight line?
Yep. I'm counting squares right across the deck.
Well, from where I'm at, straight.
That's 70, just like I
Okay.
said. Just going from there to there, the length of that ship is 70 feet.
And then you're going to
Well-
add about 30 to 40 feet down, so yeah, that's longer.
Well, poops.
This is a very impressive vessel if you've ever seen the...
It's big.
this
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it in person. It looks smaller on camera than it is live. Live, this thing is...
Huge.
It's large. It's
I was gonna say, you've seen it in person in the water, man? How did that work?
They have it in the glass cage at the at Citadel Game Store in Groton, as a matter of fact. I've actually played a scenario on board that ship. It's freaking awesome.
Well, that kind of changes.
You're playing
my
a scenario
plans.
right now. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah. Well, Jacob's also played on it before, too, so... Way back in the
Um,
other one.
Didn't Jacob lose that fight?
No, it
Oh,
No.
the campaign?
no, that one back then was when Jacob was a very nasty paladin, which I created.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah, I went a little crazy on that one.
That kind of changes my plans a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Summon Elemental. near the captain, which is 90. It's a 90-foot range. I want to summon a water elemental next to him
Okay.
to attack and defend. Yeah, that's right. Knock that shit down.
That's your boat sail.
Leave that shit up.
Don't knock it down.
I think you're on the wrong side of that
We're
one.
gonna need that.
That's
I'm
gonna
not
be
rowing.
That's going to be important someday.
Yeah.
That is my action.
Okay.
Crap, I was muted. I told you Mr. Fluffykins was a vile betrayer.
Add that to your title.
I guess we all owe you an apology.
Oh, it's already on there if you look.
So
Now it's
as
vile deceiver. Now we need vile
Right.
betrayer.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
salt and vile
Right.
deceiver to you.
So that's my action. I want to, for my movement, I want to swing down. I hope there's a rope near me, maybe I can swing down, or do I have to climb down?
Depends on how adventurous you want to be. This is high fantasy, so you want to be.
I grew up on a
Really?
pirate ship, man.
Yeah.
I would swing down if there's a rope.
Yeah, there's definitely a rope for you then.
Then I will swing down to the main deck.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Sure thing. I don't know what that means for Cass.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not bad. Acrobatics. 22.
Oh yeah, easily. You look like every other great pirate making the swing, and you're back down to that. Boop.
And where did you put me?
Right down here.
Oh, too far away from anything to attack. Yeah, or is
Well,
that my full movement, or do I have a
Well,
couple of steps to get to one or the other of those
The
things?
full action would be conjuring a elemental.
Well, I meant for movement.
Oh, that would be all your movement, just to go down with that.
Okay. Bonus action then, I will produce Flame Blade. It'll be in my hands, just.
Okay. Cool. All right.
And then, following following that, I believe then my elemental would attack.
All right.
To do water elemental. It's gonna do a slam attack
Okay.
on that creature.
Yeah.
21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. What's that damage? Those are D10s, not D8s. I got the right dice. That is 11 points of damage.
Nice.
And it's bludgeoning if that matters. And it has a multi-attack, so I can do 2 slam of the attacks.
Yes.
Where? 21 to hit on that.
It hits.
And another 11 points.
Nice. You smash into it. Definitely have wounded them. All right, where are we? Next creature. Something crawls on the side of the boat. And with that thing crawling up, it snaps this crewman in half. One crew member dead. Alright, Jew, another one comes up, tries to attack you, and it's at disadvantage, so it's going to be a miss. miss. Attacking you is utterly pointless in this game, I tell you. Unless it's a Knights of Nine.
Dare I say, Ben, that Zhu has standards. You got to be this big to get on this ride.
No. What is the armor class of the water elemental?
I'm a champion. Can't be easy to attack me.
Hang on 2 seconds. AC is 14.
It is hit twice then. So it will take 2 points of damage and 7 points of damage. One piercing, the first one piercing, the second one bludgeoning.
It is resistant to piercing.
Alright, so it takes 1 damage.
And it's got a ton of hit points, which is why I chose it.
Something else climbs on the boat.
I saw that somewhere.
Something big has splashed onto the boat, and you're able to avoid its attacks. Firebrand. So you're in the middle of the boat in the mayhem.
No. What's a 60-foot cone going in front of me look like? What's that hitting?
You can definitely hit the crab by itself. Anything else is in.
Going towards the front of the boat. So for me, towards the front, towards where is at the back? Where all those guys are.
That is the Dragonborn, the bosun. That is a crew member. Cascades there.
Yeah, but a 60-foot cone would go all the way to the back, wouldn't it?
It will cover up the top of that. The top.
Okay, how many?
You said 60 feet.
How many good guys am I hitting in that?
Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crew members.
Okay, so I just have to cast it at least at 5th level to sculpt around them. Alright, so I'm going to cast Cone of Cold.
Okay.
In that direction. At 5th level, so it's not going to affect... I can sculpt around all the good guys. So they don't get affected by it. And so they have to make a Constitution saving throw. 19.
19. 19. That's a fail. Those are fails.
Mm-hmm.
Damage.
So those ones become 2. So 41 if they failed.
Okay. That will kill that one.
If they pass, they take half.
Yes. Alright, that is a old Kingsguard. Okay. Then I have that guy, which is a new monster. Jeez. Not very good there. Alright. These are infantry. Wow. And that king's got up there. You frosted many of them. They do seem a little resilient to things of that, but you still caught most of them off guard, and they're pretty badly wounded. And this one here is dead. That one there is dead. And that guy is just surprised that he's alive. Anything else you'd like to do?
How far up is the crow's nest?
Say 40 feet.
Looks like a good spot to go. How about this back corner, the bottom right,
Okay.
where there's nobody? Yeah.
There you go. All good?
Yep.
Alrighty. Another creature joins on. And he wounds the crew member next to him. Another bigger one comes in. Ilarion, you take... you take 13 points of damage. Piercing. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Ben, I'm gonna retract something because Flame Blade Flame
Nat 20.
Nice.
So I got a 19.
Okay, you're good. Awesome. Good roll. What was that, Jen?
Flame Blade and Summon Elemental are both concentration spells, so I did not cast
So you don't have
Flame
a
Blade.
Okay, that's fine. Alright. So that is that creature. And some of the newer things are showing up. Okay. That thing is trying to net the captain. Alright. Desire sneaks up behind one of the creatures behind you. One behind you. That's the one.
She's got to protect her Jew.
Cuts the back of the creature. The weapon you see, Jew, is enchanted. It's kind of like it is gleaming, and it just cuts through that hard shell like it was butter. As the creature hits the deck, its blood forming all around.
Melted butter?
Oh yeah. Jeez, Clint.
With garlic.
I can only give you so much inspiration, during sessions. You're always on top of it.
It's all the butter. With all that crab, that's all the butter.
Yeah. That's gonna be
No.
Puppers.
Sorry, forgot to put the mic up.
Jesus, she rolled. She steps up after killing that, puts another couple slashes into that big crab thing. You see what is very familiar as an action surge, so she continues to hard press. And again, her blade is just amazingly sharp to you, cutting through that creature and slicing it down. As they crumble to the deck, you see quick little golden whispers of energy kind of come from the two bodies, and they go right into Aleski's arm.
Oh no! Oh no!
And another creature makes up to the deck. And it misses as it tries to net you, Jew.
Oh,
She's such a helpful daughter. Thank you so much.
I told you she was important.
You're in it deep, my friend. You are in it deep.
Out of the shadows comes a Shadow Smite, and she puts both of her blades hard into the shell of the crab. There's so much guts and gore that come out of this creature, and you know that she hit very, very hard, but it was able to stay upright and maintain it.
Which one did
The green
Shadows?
stuff.
The big crab over there. She's on that big thing.
Oh, the one that's back to Zindred?
Yeah.
Okay.
That creature that just came out has now ensnared the bosun.
Okay.
He's in a net. And another big guy comes at you, Jew. And then it doesn't hit you. The creature attacks Desire and misses. Alright, Kyrian, you have now come out from the deck.
I'm going to move over behind Shadow Smite and actually just up on the bottom step.
Okay.
And I'm going to fire my bow at the big crab.
Okay.
But it looks like the... Say again?
So I said okay.
But it looks like the other crabs are in line, like a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? Okay. That becomes important because I am going to use a specific arrow, which is going to...
Well, don't forget Zindred is right there, too.
Is she in that line, or
Yes.
is she out of that line?
She is in that line.
Okay, because as I was looking at it, it looked like she was not directly in that line.
She is.
Okay, then I won't use that arrow then. Phooey.
Unless you wanted to shoot these two guys here, your angle would hit them and not hit, like, Eleron. If you see those
Nope,
two guys there.
I'm definitely going at the one Shadow Smite hit first. I just won't use that arrow. I'll use a different arrow.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. In this case, I'm just going to use a standard area. It does count as magical for the purposes of anytime I shoot a regular shot. So I am going to take my first shot with that
Okay.
on the big crab
Sure.
that's in front of Shadow's Might.
Okay.
That's going to be a 30.
Oh yeah, easy hit.
All right. And that damage is going to be an 8.
All right.
Give me 1 second. I have some features that I wish to place on that. I have the Piercer feat, which is going to allow me to re-roll that damage. Because I don't like rolling a 4, I want a higher roll. And so that's going to be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take my second shot. Is it still standing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a very hardy, meaty, big thing.
Okay, for my second shot, I'm going to engage the fact that what I should have done the last time. I have the sharpshooter feat, and so I'm going to make sure in this particular case that I am going to be a little less to hit it, but I'm going to do more damage. So I'm 5 less to hit it,
Okay.
and I will do the 10 extra damage.
Yeah, good call.
So let me roll that attack.
Oh, you miss. It hits right off the shell. Did you roll a 1?
Do you have inspiration?
No, he's
I have bardic inspiration for other folks, but I do not have inspiration for me. And true to form in Alanis, I have done the thing that elves always do when they need to make a really important shot.
Important shot. Well done. Well done. Anything else out of you?
Yes. I will face step, I think, is what I'm going to do next. And let's see where I want to end up. Zindred is too close for that one. I'm going to face step to this spot right here, kind of in the thick of it.
Okay.
Is that due to the left of me, or?
Nope, I'm up on the front of the deck.
Okay, so
Now,
so that's basically 3 bad guys and 5 feet of me if I go into that spot, right?
2 of them are pretty close. Yeah.
Who's the one with the red base?
That's
Me.
Alarian.
Okay.
So I see a big giant creature, and I see a creature with a black base on the other side of that giant creature. Is that a crew member?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So no, I don't want to be there. That would be bad.
Okay.
Where I'm going, I don't need to be near a friend.
Well, there's not many spots. The enemies, these creatures have taken a lot of. They're kind of swarming all of you. So
Okay.
There's not really anyone unengaged. They're in base or near somebody.
I just want to make sure that when I do this, it's going to be. Do I get to choose, or is it everybody near me?
What are you trying to do? I think it says enemy.
Oh,
creatures.
okay. It's choice. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right. So let me definitely go into that spot there, and I will choose when I, as a Summer Eladrin face step,
Yeah.
anybody within 5 feet of me, when I'm done with the face step, will take 5 points of fire damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I will cook the 2 creatures when I land as they go and a little bit of fire.
All right. And that puts you to Vaymont. You have now come out of the below decks. Jeremy, that's you.
So from where I am, I'm going to use my 10 feet of flight speed and an ability to move through stuff
Mm-hmm.
to move through the little gate there at the top
Yep.
to get up to that deck up there, and then I'm going to run over and attack. Is this a crustacean right here?
Yep. That is a guy.
Alright, so I'm going to...
He's trying to net the captain.
Yeah, I'm going to try not to let him do that.
Alright.
Alright, so let's see. I'll go with my bonus action to create my Shadow Blade.
Alright.
And then from there, I will make a booming blade attack against him.
Okay.
Does 29 hit?
Oh god, yeah.
Fantastic. Alright, so then we're gonna go... And the captain is right next to him, right?
Yep.
Sweet. So we're gonna do 18.
Okay.
Plus... Plus 21, so we're gonna do 39.
That creature is... You just cut right into his the side of his chest. Lots of these little gory guts spill all over the deck. He drops down.
Fantastic. And then there's another one right on the other side of the captain, right?
Yes, the big green one.
So that one is going to take 7 necrotic damage
Okay.
from the whales of the grave
Ooh,
from killing the
nice.
first one.
How does that sound to other players here?
Almost like when the crustacean died, its scream of death echoed across the boat.
Jew and Aleski, you see Desire take like a little shimmer from that sound. Anything else?
A little shimmer, like she glowed.
Like she enjoyed it. Like it was like music.
A shudder. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
Sassy.
I think I'm gonna stay right where I am, so that's the end of my turn.
All right. Another thing crawls on the deck.
Did you say another thing crawls in the
Yeah.
deck?
Lots of these little things.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Oh, Vaymont, you are just able to miss this little thing grabbing your ankle.
Very nice, Joe.
Oh, by the way, you also have disadvantage on attacks against me anyway.
Nah, you would have missed
Just
it.
so you're aware.
Good to know. That thing appears in the water, and it makes a hand motion, and lightning arcs right at it. Let's see if Laura is what she is. Oh, she's amazing. She does a backflip and completely gets missed by the lightning bolt, but not this poor crewman. He buys it. And
Where did the lightning originate from?
Do you see this guy in the water?
Okay.
Right.
We shouldn't have let Ben see Wakanda Forever.
I love that movie.
It was pretty good.
That was very good. Alright, 2 more of these netter guys have showed up. Let's see.
Yeah. That's kind of how these things go.
They are unable to capture anything. And that is, that's all. So, back at the top of the round here. All on the captain. The captain is able to fend off some good stuff. Alright, we gotta actually move some people here. This dude is gonna do exactly what he was told. Get behind Zindred.
That's never a good thing.
Alright, those guys are kind of trying to move it around.
Oh, that's cute. We get the little, they're like $1 and change.
Who is that? on the
Select
thing?
Who is
pizzas.
that?
Do we have somebody on here?
That was me. I'm sorry, I left my mic unmuted, and Trish
I
is
thought-
across the table from me. She was on the phone with her. She's on the phone with her sister.
Oh,
Okay,
I
that
thought
makes
it-
sense.
I thought it sounded like Trish, but then I wasn't sure.
Alright,
Part of what she said's relevant. No.
So that big creature takes some swipes at you, Zindred, but again, you're able to fight it off.
Yeah.
Jew, it is now you, and there is Jewish you. There is one of those big guys next to you.
Oh, the bigger the better. You know how I like it.
I know how you like it.
Whoa.
I am in frenzy mode with my rage.
Okay.
So I am going into attack with advantage, which now means that
Reckless.
my enemies have advantage.
Okay. Yep.
But so it basically evens out with the cloak.
Yep.
First attack, 31.
Oh yes.
We'll go 16 damage,
Okay.
and then again I will put the +3 towards my armor class.
Jesus.
Second attack, 28.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yep, that was good. 14 damage.
Nice. You take another big.
I also
chunk.
have intimidating presence. I don't know if that applies to any of these creatures.
Not this guy.
Okay.
But now your
And
bonus
then
action is attack. Yep.
bonus action. Oops. 25.
Yeah, that hits.
15
Oof.
damage.
You have taken large chunks. Its gore is just all over the deck.
Get off my boat!
You fool! It's a ship, not a boat.
Might be time for a shameless plug here. Just so you're all aware, on the new season premiere of Deadliest Catch, one of the folks on the boat will be sporting all LL Bean equipment. We outfitted her a few weeks ago for it.
Hashtag not ad.
Sweet.
Aleski, you will take 4 points of bludgeoning damage from that creature on the that's next to you with the shield.
Ooh, someone put hands on Alexi? You will die next.
All right, Zindred, it is your turn. There's one netter directly in front of you, plus that big spidery thing, crab guy.
Right.
And the crab.
And
big crab behind you.
the netter in front of me has a net on the crewman, the bosun mate behind me.
Oh yes, that's right. So he's ready. To
As he
fight
scooted behind me and the net's already on him, did that draw? Is there like a line connecting him to the netter?
Yes.
Okay. As he moved behind me, did it draw taut?
Yes.
Can I cut it with an item interaction?
You can.
Fantastic.
You just know to roll to hit. Which should be anything but a 1 for you. That hits.
Yeah, except I rolled a natural one, so I'm going to use my inspiration and do that again.
Wow. I called it. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, it was a 13, but I rolled a 1.
That's what I figured.
So now it's 27 for 15.
All right, that will definitely hit it.
Okay.
And you do a minimum of how much? You do like almost 7 or 8 minimum?
You want me to roll damage? I can do that.
It does take damage roll.
17.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you remove the net, freeing the bosun.
Or, the net might still be on him, but the line connecting him is cut.
That's pretty much the whole deal with the net, though. So.
Fair enough. And then standing in front of him, brandishing my sword menacingly. So I guess I'll take a 5-foot step. So I'm literally in front of him, between him and the 2 creatures by the edge of the deck.
Okay.
How does he look, by the way?
He is fine.
Okay. As I make my move, I scan the deck looking for injured people or crewmen within 30 feet of me as I cast.
You see one that's cut in half.
That's not going to help. I'm not sure I can help him, though. As I cast Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
So in a 30-foot radius, healing energies radiate out from me, and until the end of the spell, each round I can use a bonus action to heal 1 creature, including myself, 2d6 hit points.
All right. The bosun is still wounded, so you can definitely pump him up. Everybody else, I think, is all right. Elarion got slightly wounded, but a nick more or less to his hit points.
Then I'll hit the bosun again. Now that's not going to get me anybody on the forecastle or rear deck, but that center deck I can reach pretty much anyone.
Yeah.
So let's give him 2d6. So the bosun gets 4 more healing.
Getting better.
And that is my action, my bonus action, and my item, and an item interaction. What I should have done is cast Aura of Vitality the first turn instead of a Cure Light and then healed him, but I didn't think of it until afterwards, so it is what it is.
Gotcha. Okay, Aleski, it's you.
All right, so I'm going to start by casting Crusader's Mantle, and that's a 30-foot bubble off of me. All friendlies do an additional 1d4 radiant damage
How many?
to their 30 feet, yeah.
So that's Zindred, Kyrian, Cascade,
Yeah.
Valerian, Jew, Desire. They're all in that group.
Yeah, and any crew that's in there or whatever. So that will be.
Is that spell attacks or just melee?
Lee, you're muted. You look like you're trying to say something.
Yeah, I was going to ask, does that count moving forward or only while I'm within 30 feet?
Only while you're in that bubble. It's an aura.
Okay.
So I had asked, was it just melee or was it spell attacks too?
I'm checking that right now. Let's see here. So holy power radiates from you in an aura with a 30-foot radius, awakening boldness in friendly creatures. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you, centered on you. While in the aura, each non-hostile creature in the aura, including you, deals an extra 1d4 radiant damage when it hits with a weapon attack. So it is specifically weapon attacks.
Cool. Anything else?
Yep. Then I will use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon and start hammering away at this big gray crabby thing right next to me that hit me.
Okay.
Was that Crusader's Mantle you just cast?
Yes.
Pardon me?
Is that Crusader's Mantle you just cast?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Very nice. That was one of my other options, but I went with healing first. I like it.
Let the light of Apollo guide your strikes. Let him live in your weapons and strike down your foes. And then the spiritual weapon will get 1 swing. So for a 15 to hit that crabby creature.
Which one are you hitting? The one with the big guy or the small one?
The big guy that hit me.
That's okay. That was a smaller one.
Good.
The big guy's fine.
Oh, okay.
Let me just find him real quick. You said 15. That will miss. These two.
15 to hit, 2 damage. Yeah. Good. Yeah, it was a weak swing anyway.
Yeah.
And then I will be prepared to get into the fray. So I'm not continuing concentration on slow, so that will dissipate.
Okay.
And then we'll be concentrating on Crusader's Mantle.
Okay. All right. That is you. Cascade, you are next.
All right. Cass will smile at the big guy that's several feet in front of her next to Firebrand.
Mm-hmm.
And flip her wrist and produce a big ball of flame.
Okay.
And then she will cast, she's producing, casting produce flame, and she's going to throw it at him, which is a melee attack. 11. That's 21. No, it's 21 to hit.
Hits.
That's 8 flame damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to move in and attack with my scimitar.
Okay.
Scimitar. That's 21 to hit.
Yep.
1d6. One little paltry d6. Ooh, and it's a 1.
Plus, don't forget the D4 from the radiant.
I get radiant? Oh, yeah. So that's 3.
So
No, it's plus 4, so
8.
8, yep.
Nice. All right.
And then I have to go back to my extras and scroll down to my elemental, and he's going to attack. Bloop bloop. I am sorry. I have to scroll back up. I see 2 people next to him.
Who?
My elemental.
Oh yes.
On the aft end of the ship.
He's got the big crabby green guy, or the one with a shield.
Okay, he. I have looked at this. Within his space. So he is gonna move 1 step forward to get the first guy that came up.
Okay.
Closer to the captain.
Yep.
And he's going to use Whelm. And I need a DC 15 strength saving throw, please.
He passes.
If make sure there's nothing. If he doesn't, on a failure. Saving throw is successful. The target is pushed out of the elemental space, so he moves out of the space that the elemental moved into.
So he's kind of protecting the captain a little bit more.
Yep.
Okay.
And I believe that's the elemental's turn.
All right. So you're all set. Oh, that's kind of gross. Holy Lord. The crab puts a big claw into Laura. And she is now grappled. Now it has advantage. the other claw goes hard into the chest of Laura. She is bleeding incredibly bad right now. All right, attack. Nope. Oleski, you are safe.
Ben, was that the giant crab in front of her that got her, or the one behind her?
No, this big crab thing. This thing is a beast, like
Okay.
a real beast. Like it is a massive destructor.
Okay.
Destroys. And the stalwart. That's not good for Oleski. Oleski, you take 22 points of damage from the first claw, and then 19 from the next one. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Ouch, 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 ouch. So, and was there anything special about the damage or anything?
It's piercing.
Okay, so 22 and 19.
Bludgeoning. Yeah.
Woo! So I rolled an 18 on my strength saving throw, which makes it a 17 with the -1.
You are awesome. You're good. You just take the damage, so you're bleeding. Aleron, it's your turn.
How many good guys are on the ship?
Total on the ship? 1,
Yeah.
All of us.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 from top to front the stern to aft of heroes and crew members.
Okay. How many are on the back part?
Back here?
So the part on the far left of the screen. Yeah, where your finger is.
Oh, I
yeah.
should include it. I forgot. I didn't include the elemental, but he's kind of a constant thing. The captain's here. The elemental's there, and Vaymont is right there. So it's 3 on that thing. Laura, who's badly wounded over there.
How many were there total? How many?
3.
How many were there total? 12?
I think so, yes.
No, total on the boat of friendlies 12. So
Yeah.
3 on the back. How many friendlies on the front?
On the front of it, you have 1, 2, 3, just 3 of them as well. So 3, 3, 6. There's 1, 2.
So there's a lot of bad guys on the back.
5, 6, 7 on the middle boat. Not
On the main deck.
Yes, there are.
Okay. All right. So on the front, can you just point to the bad guys? I can see like a green one, and then it's the elemental.
So you got the 2 big white creatures there. There's 1 right here. These are all on Oleski. Then there's a
No. Oh, I meant the back. The back.
All right. So Netter here.
Where are the good guys in the back?
Crab. That's Vaymon. Okay.
Yeah.
So crab guy,
Okay.
Netter, the captain next to the wheel. That's a big water elemental, and then there's the 2 creatures that are right next to it on the back there. That's it.
Okay. So there's 3 good guys. So there's 9 friendlies that aren't on the back. So I can deal with that number. So I'm going to Misty Step over to the back corner,
Okay.
not like of the lower part.
Right here.
Yep. And then I'm going to cast Sunburst over top of. It'd probably be over here because I don't want it to hit Vaymont. I don't want it to get all the way there. It's a 60-foot radius. So it'll be like a blast of sun, probably. I can probably get that guy outside, out in the water too, in it. If I center it right.
What level of spell is that?
Sunburst?
Yeah.
It's a 60-foot radius.
No, what level spell?
Oh, 8.
Okay, cool. That creature did try to do a counter spell, just so you now know. It failed.
Okay. Alright, so everybody in that 60-foot radius, except for the good guys, because I can do 9, that's the maximum I could do on this, has to make a Constitution saving throw of 19.
Okay, and what happens if they fail?
12d6 radiant damage and blinded for 1 minute.
Alright, so roll that damage.
Turn any 1s into 2s. 1, 2, 4. I think it's too many dice are stacked. Okay, so 4 onto that is going to be 43, and then I can add my 5 of intelligence. So 48 if they failed.
48 damage?
Yep. Radiant damage, if that matters.
Okay, yeah, that matters. Wow. That's that guy.
And that's the highest level spell that he's ever cast.
Yeah.
You picked a good time to do it.
Yeah.
Do you like staggering and bleeding from the nose slightly?
Yep.
He just solar flared them.
Pretty much.
And if they failed and they live and they're blinded, every turn they get to make another Constitution save and throw to be unblinded because it lasts for a minute. I don't know what blind does. You'll have to look that up. Or if one of these guys knows. You think D&D Beyond would have it like a hyperlink? Just boom, boom, boom.
Alright, many of them just burst. Popping sounds. And they are deceased. And that other one up there who's left over doesn't look very good anymore. Like he is wobbling.
How'd the big crab in front of Laura do?
He popped a little bit more, but he's still pretty solid.
Okay. I got a little something, something for him.
The others were soft shell. He's a hard shell.
Alright, Laren, you all set? Yeah.
Yep.
He's a hard shell one. Alright.
Yep.
Seeing that.
My sunglasses up.
We're rolling like crap. That one misses. Dead. Desire moves up next to you, Jew, helping you concentrate on the big guy. She just kind of gives you a wink, slashes hard into its stomach, up into its chest, and then literally just rams the blade right through what looks like a hard face shell. Gore just blows out to the back of it, dropping that thing to the deck, leaving another hard shell to the ground. A big glowy whisper zips up and goes right into Alesky's arm.
I can't wait to see what he looks like powered up.
Shadow Smite just rams blades into the thing, and just energy kind of lashing out, and you can see it's dripping with gore and wounds. It's not holding up very well much longer under her pummeling, but it's still just holding up. The two are fighting in a bloody hard battle here. Holy Lord. Jesus. What is your armor class now, Jew?
28.
Jesus. Oh, that was a good thing you put defense into that, buddy. That thing missed. Cascade, you take 11 bludgeoning damage. And you need a strength saving throw.
That's a 9 on the save.
Alright. You get knocked into the water.
Oh, that's no big deal.
Who would have
There's the
thought that
shark we were
coming?
looking for.
You are snapped at,
17.
but you are able to avoid the shark.
That's a 17 on my con save on the elemental.
Okay. That is also important.
And also, say again?
The shark missed you.
No. That was my con save on the
I
elemental.
said, yeah, that was good to maintain.
Okay.
The infantryman misses Desire. Kyrian, it is you.
Use the arrow with the big fist on the end of it.
Actually, oddly, that's not too dissimilar from what I was planning. I am going to face step once again so I can do some damage. Please put me right in. I'm not sure if there's space on the backside of the big crab to line up the crab and the other creature. The one out in the water. That's kind of, I want to be able to line those two up.
You would have to be like
Okay, I have sharpshooter, so I can. The cover does not matter to me.
this is more like you want to stand on barrels or not.
Yeah, so I am going to, once that shot is lined up, I am going to fire, and I am going to, with my dragon wing longbow, I am not going to take the 5 because I want to make sure I land this shot, because landing the shot is more important than the damage I do.
You just screwed yourself.
Yeah, probably. But I am using the first shot is going to be the piercing arrow.
Okay.
I believe, can I do 2 arcane shots on a turn? Twice per short rest, so yes, I can. So the first one is going to be the piercing arrow, so I hit, it will basically hit the crab in front of me.
Okay.
And then piercing arrow will then carry forward, and it will hit, the other creature. And it'll do
roll to hit for that.
Yep. And that's going to be, oh come on, man, 17.
That will still hit the crab.
Okay.
But you need to roll at disadvantage on the creature out in the water.
Actually, it's a saving throw that the other creature has to make because it's a
Oh.
magic effect. So
Alright.
he needs a dex save.
Okay.
That save happens to only be against a 12, though.
He made it with a 21.
Okay, so he's going to take half damage. So it'll be my regular damage plus an additional d6 piercing damage. And let's do that. That's going to be 12 plus the... Oh, and the radiant. So 2 radiant.
The large crab it drops into the water, no longer appear moving.
And that's going to be 2 radiant and 16 total piercing. So 8 piercing to the one out in the water.
8 piercing to the one in the water.
Yep. And with the big crab gone, I am... I'm going to shoot another arrow towards that one.
Okay.
And this is going to utilize my last arcane shot.
And this will be at disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
It appears there's something distracting your aim at it. This eel that's wrapping around this creature, and it is what his ability is.
Okay, it's an ability, not cover. Got
Yes.
it. All right. Well, fully. I will be applying my arcane shot to this as well, going for the banishing arrow.
Okay.
That's going to be a 17 to hit.
He casts shield. It'll cost you a miss.
As a bonus action, I'm going to use curving arrow, which is my ability. Within any target within 60 feet, it'll curve and hit that. But
I'll give you the netter that's right here.
okay, and I get to re-roll the attack.
Okay.
That's a 23.
So we see some wanted action and it nails him.
Yep. 12 piercing. Oh, hang on a second. I have to roll radiant. I rolled the wrong die there. And 3 radiant to the netter.
So 15. Okay, and he now has to take a banishment thing. Is that arrow that you moved?
Yes, that is
charisma.
That's the banishing arrow. Yes.
What's the DC? It's not definitely
12.
So. All right, that's all you.
Nope. I am going to action surge.
Okay.
And I am going to... Wait a minute. Is action surge just an ability or is that a bonus action?
It is an ability.
Okay, excellent. So I've got 1 action surge, so I've got 2 more shots. I am going to use my sharpshooter ability and lower my attack roll by 5 to do more damage now that I can't banish him.
Okay. It's still a disadvantage on him though.
Oh, okay. So the first option was a 27. So it's going to be the lower of the 2 rolls was a 27.
Still hits him then.
Because I had a natty 20 on the
Save that
second
then.
roll.
Yeah.
All right. So that hits. And damage. I'll take a 10. I'll take the 10. I won't re-roll that. 10 piercing, and 1 radiant.
So 11 plus 10 more with a sharpshooter. So 21.
Oh yeah, so 21, and then that's gonna probably miss. It's like a 15.
Yes.
Yeah. So that one's gonna miss. So I put a hit on him, but
Yeah, a big one. He's bleeding pretty good out there. All right, Vaemont.
How far away is the the Krusty Krab guy over there from the boat.
The guy in the water?
Yeah.
For you? It's 45 from the edge of this boat, which puts another 20 feet on you.
Alright, I can't get to him.
Start swimming. You'll be almost there.
So if I had something that made my swim speed normal, then yeah, I would go for it. But it would take me too long to get to him, so I'll have to let the range people deal with him. So, on that note, let's see what's going on across the boat. So we've only got one guy left up here with us, right?
Yeah, that guy looks pretty messed up, like he's on his very last crawly leg. But there's still some of those big guys that are all over the boat.
Yep. So I'm gonna hope that the water elemental beside me can handle him. And let's see, big guys. So I'm going to let's see, like 5. How much distance does it take to cross the stairs? Is that 10 or 15?
10.
Alright, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then from here, let's see, so I can't get there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down the stairs next to Laron, and then I'm going to summon a blessing of the Raven Queen to appear on the other side of this biggin.
Okay.
Right here. And I'm going to attempt to put the hurting on him.
Do it.
So let's go with a booming blade. Oh, no. That's damage. I need to hit first. 27 hit?
Yep.
Fantastic. Alright, so he's going to take 8 thunder damage, 11 psychic damage. There is a crew member right next to him, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. 20 more psychic damage. And then the green guy over here.
Yep.
He's gonna take. Sweet. He's gonna take 21 necrotic damage.
Wow. More wailing going on. That big guy looks pretty erupted in his chest, and its shells cracked quite open. Gore is now slicking the deck. That's all you?
Fantastic. That is all me.
Alright.
So for this next turn, I have, not only do I have it so that you have disadvantage to hit me, but I also have resistance to all damage.
All damage. Alrighty, let's see where I need to be. He is going to cast a spell.
Counterspell.
You want a counterspell?
Yep.
You are really looking at the other side of the deck.
Is it 4th level or higher? It's 60 feet.
Yeah, but you weren't looking at him. You have to see your opponent.
Okay.
So, well, we could talk about it after the game.
I need Kyrian, Alaron, and Laura are all going to have to make Constitution saves.
19.
All right, you take 18 cold damage. And Kyrian?
Constitution save?
Yes.
That's 4. Well, I'm seriously regretting going 5 levels of Bard and only 9 levels of Fighter right now, because it'd be wonderful to have Indomitable.
Ooh. So you take 36 cold damage.
That is exactly what I do.
All right.
And Summer Eladrin do not like cold damage. Ugh.
Where is Kyrian?
He's next to the barrels.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Last I saw him, I remember him on the stairs. I missed his move to there.
Yeah.
Thank you. And he's facing the wrong way for me to see his bow good.
All right. There is a huge wave that rocks the boat. To stay on board, you need a dexterity 14. Everyone, please roll it. Tell me if you pass or fail. This is a saving throw, so if you are near a paladin, it is beneficial for you.
Oh, whoo, 14 on the nose.
I don't think I'm near. Oh, I'm near Aleski, so I guess I'm near a paladin, right?
Oh my god.
Is that a straight dex saving throw, or does it fall under, like...
No, there's
You will see it coming. You
paladin
have
on the forecast roll.
yeah, you have advantage, Jew.
I rolled a 19 natural. I don't or I rolled a 19 with my
Okay.
con save.
Okay. Thank God for advantage on that. 21.
There you go.
Otherwise, I was going over.
All right, anybody fail?
Zendard got a 1.
Zindra's got a 1. Cool. So it seems like there's a few of you that are like that. All right, so Zindra, Laura,
Sugar and spice.
Desire,
I can't fire a bow from the water,
this crew member,
or at least not normally.
are all in the water now. Everyone that falls in the water will also take another 3 points of bludgeoning damage from hitting hard into the smack of the waves. Okay.
All right, I know what I'm gonna do.
That creature up on the deck is cutting into the captain pretty good.
Captain's up there by himself. Jesus.
No, he's got a
No,
water
the water
animal.
elemental's up there with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
But
now
it
the
doesn't have a
bosun is being
reaction.
also attacked by the other greeny thing there as well, since Zinder's not on the boat anymore. Jew,
Damn.
your fighting partner just went overboard.
What?
Oh, Desire, who's been killing everything you've been fucking up.
Oh, okay. I got one directly next to me, right?
Yep.
And then, is that Alexi next to me that's got another one, or?
Lesky's surrounded by 3 as well. 2 shield ones, one big white guy. Armored guy.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna try to do the damage.
Okay.
First attack. Ooh, 19.
Hit.
13 damage.
Ouch. Okay. You hear a heart
Second
attack.
attack. 25.
Hits.
14 damage.
Oof. Another huge crack down its shell. You can see the white, meaty flesh inside.
Stab the meaty flesh. Final attack. Oh, there's a nat 20. That's going to be 20 damage.
And with a swift of the rage, off its head comes clean off.
And then I will cleaving strike onto the next one.
Okay.
And hit that one with a 32.
Yep.
For 16 damage. And I will try to place myself as much in the way of those other guys between me and Alexi as possible. Basically, trying to shield him if I can. Get wedged
Don't
in
forget
there.
to add your D4.
Oh, yeah. And a 1 radiant damage on top of that. Is that the killing blow?
That's quite almost. He's pretty badly off. You crush into his side, and he's not doing very well either. You hack those that are around you pretty good.
Okay. Thought I got.
That one misses. A shark comes up and grabs Laura. You see her go below, underwater. Cinder, it's you.
So, my first question would be, wearing plate mail, carrying a sword and shield, am I sinking?
Yes.
On the upside, I can breathe water at the moment. So, looking about, is that shark anywhere near where I might be able to vaguely maneuver myself?
Let's give you an athletics. If you can pull that off, you could kind of definitely maneuver your sinking form towards where the shark is snapped and swam in that direction towards you.
29.
Oh, yeah, easy. With purpose.
Cool. So, can I take a swipe at said shark with my
Yes.
sword?
But I will give you disadvantage on it because you're not used to fighting underwater.
I don't blame you at all.
But it's not really going to affect your skill set all that often. But it's fun to play to that role.
So it would be a 30, but instead it's a 1.
Oh, you are rolling the ones. So it's just that too much force to try to push through and swim. You just see the shark grabbing the leg of your friend Laura and beginning to make a plummet below. Is there anything
Second
else you
attack?
can do?
Second attack.
Second attack, yeah.
This time I've got a 21.
That hits.
Okay, so we're going to do 12 regular damage, 3 radiant from Alusky's aura. Improved Divine Smite gives me another D8. So that was
2d8 if you do a level 1 smite.
Oh, I'm going to do that in a second. This is just
regular.
improved Divine Smite gives me
An additional, so you're 3d8.
an additional 1d8.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be 3d8. But I'm going to give it a level 2 spell.
Ooh.
Fish sticks.
So that's going to be 4d8 radiant. for 23. So that's 23 and 15 total.
What does your lunge of your kill look like saving Lorna?
It looks like me floundering around in the water going, "Oh, no, you don't," and vaguely getting my sword over there, but channeling all of my holy energy into it and cleaving deeply into the side of the shark. And it kind of sinks off to the edge, and I mostly just look relieved that I didn't miss again.
Yeah, it kind of more or less the back of it explodes. Half the shark makes chum in the water.
But I'm going to use my bonus action for Inspiring Smite, which basically means that when I use my divine smite, I can use my bonus action to do that, to then get a pool of 2d8 plus 15 hit points to divide among anybody within 30 feet of me, to include myself.
Every time, Glenn, I put one of your NPCs in peril, you keep bringing them back to life.
So that's going to give 15 and 15 is 30 hit points to Shadow Smite.
Nice.
30 points?
Yep. And I yank her head above water. Get back on the boat!
Spitting water. Good tooth bite into her leg.
She can breathe underwater, so.
It's true, but she wasn't thinking about it at the time when she was getting bit by a shark. Aleski, you are surrounded. And your daughter went overboard. That's also a fact.
Yeah, that's been a thought going through my head, waiting for my initiative here. Yeah, I can't do it quite yet. Geez, I really want to though.
I might also add Desire is also in heavy armor.
Shit.
Where is Desire?
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. Got it.
I'm going for my daughter. I'm going to break away.
Okay. You'll take 5 points of bludgeoning damage from one. The other two miss. So you're free from the 3.
So let me see, con check with advantage.
So just need 10.
Made the roll for concentration to maintain the spell. There we go. All right, so I break for the rail, jump over the side as my movement.
Okay. More people in the water.
And then it's going to take me a moment to figure out what, but I cast True Polymorph. For some huge, monstrous sea creature here.
Want an orca? I have an orca.
Well, I can go up to CR 19.
Oh, God.
They'll kill the shark. An orca's perfect.
CR level 17, excuse me, CR 17.
Might have to call it a dire orca.
Dire orca.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so I'm going for big, impressive, giant sea creature that I can scoop up my daughter with and swim with her, kind of thing. You know, so not guppy, but.
Okay, you're on.
All right.
You're a dire orca.
Big badass
You're a
orca.
dire orca.
I was thinking giant squid.
Your free will.
Then you could just lift
Nice
them up.
meme.
Well, I was thinking Kraken type of thing, yeah. But I don't know.
Okay, you need to
I don't know
roll
what the
it.
limitations are.
You need to roll an attack to scoop up your daughter who is sinking fast.
Yeah. Well, 7 with my base statistics.
All right.
I don't
so
know what the oracle's
the changes
statistics
kind
would
of
be, but-
disrupted you a little bit, so you'll have to make a sweep around before you can get to her. All right, the NU.
Oh, and the spiritual weapon can still attack, so that will keep attacking the big bony creature crabby thingy. Let's see here. Ah, 10 to hit.
Nope.
Nope.
All right, Cascade is you.
Okay, that delightful shark is right next to me, and she's gonna go, "Oh, you're so cute!" And she's gonna swim close to her and give it a hug and say, "Can you help my friends?"
Okay. What do you?
I'm hoping.
Give me an animal handling.
Thank you. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Oh, that's not as good as I'd hoped. 19?
You were realizing that these this one in particular, or probably others, they're already enchantingly being like you see a enchantment glow in their eyes. They've been forced into this hunting.
Delightful. As an action, I'm going to turn into a giant sea eel.
I don't have a sea eel of all the animals.
So, Matt, just so you're aware, for polymorph, you could turn into a sperm whale.
And destroy the boat.
But then you've got killer whale, giant shark, giant octopus, giant lightning eel.
All right, you're an eel, so that's your action.
And I am going to...
I believe polymorph is a full action, though. I don't think you can do anything more.
For me, that's not a polymorph. That is an action for me to turn into an eel for wild shape.
Oh, okay.
I didn't cast a spell. But yeah, that should end my turn.
Except the
And
elemental.
then the elemental is going to...
Save the captain.
Let me scroll down to the elemental.
You need to save the captain.
Yeah, that's what my plan. My hope is. It says recharge 4 to 6 for the whelm.
So you roll a d6 on 4, 5, or
D6.
6. You get that power back.
Nope. All right, so that will be my slam attack then.
Yep.
Plus 7. 14.
Miss.
It is a multi attack. Cool ass beans. That's even less. That die can go home.
Vaymont depended on that water elemental, and he let us down.
That will be
so
my
I-
turn.
Get for relying on stuff.
On what? On what?
Uh-oh.
On what, Jeremy? On what?
All right, going against attacks on, of course, Jew, but no one can hit him. All right, Jew, you're attacked, but because you didn't rage last time, no one hit you. Firebrand. People are in the water.
Oh.
And there's a mage casting
Yeah.
spells on you.
I can't fish them out.
Oh, you great warriors. And sinking is all it's going to do?
Let's start walking towards shore. Somebody's fighting the magic guy down there, or he's by himself.
He's by himself.
No,
He just has an eel that protects him.
He's asking to be hit in the face with a spell.
He is. Quite a bit. I mean, you're the only thing out in the water. Pretty much has always been.
All right, so I'll I'll get close enough to where I can see him and cast Shatter. So he's 19 Constitution save.
What level is
Nice.
that? 3 or 2?
Fourth.
We has to make a roll.
4.
He fucking sucks. Roll damage. That's con?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be
Plus 5. 31. 31 damage.
You send that towards him, and then it just an explosion of gore over the water. He did.
Damn right. Took out Ursula. Good job.
Fishing with dynamite.
Fishing with dynamite, yeah. Again, these goofballs that are all over Jew can't hit crap on him. I need to get a dragon on Jew. That's what can she do?
We do not need to fight a dragon right now.
Yeah, but Jew is calling for it.
Jew needs to hush his mouth.
You, Anika?
Yeah, I'm very
with
squishy.
the
I
way
don't
you
think we
run
need to get
encounters
any
right
crazier.
Don't you tell me what I cannot put on this group.
I didn't say you couldn't. I said we didn't need it.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
I chose my words very carefully. There was no gauntlet thrown. In fact, the gauntlet was put away nice and tidy.
Speaking of dragons, I should have turned into a dragon turtle. That's in my range.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Desire will swim up as she's sinking just enough to grab your tail, and you do now have her. So that will be her move because she's stuck in the water. Laura, what is Laura wearing?
I think she's studded leather. I don't
She
think
should
does
be
now.
in leather. She's so rogue.
She's very rogue. But jeez, I don't always look at that part of it.
She's wearing leather with a
metal
hole in it
bikini.
now, actually, so she's even lighter.
What is that type of... Huh, weird.
Like a full body wetsuit of
Yeah,
leather.
she's in a super wetsuit. She scoops down and
She's
slowly,
very comfortable, actually.
slowly grabs you, Zinder, to kind of keep us, kind of bobbing right at the moment. You're not really going up, but you're not going down either.
Okay. Can I use my reaction to gesture towards one of the ropes hanging off the bottom of the ship from the grappling hooks the guys used to slow us down?
Yeah, good call. Good memory from the beginning. You do. So together you'll be able to make your way towards that.
Nice. That was inspiring, huh?
It is. You're very well watching the game. All right. One last big guy left.
I believe that was a hint. Hint, hint.
Hint, hint.
Yeah, no, but he clearly ignored it, and that's okay. I would too.
I'm not giving you too much, man. I'm giving you quite a bit of that.
Fair enough.
Vema, you say you're invulnerable to damage or resistant to damage?
Resistant.
Okay. You're not going to take too much then. You're going to take 10, and that's being resistant. So I got knocked down from 20. Of course,
And that's on
bludgeoning.
disadvantage to attack?
Oh, yeah. I rolled.
All right.
I whiffed the first one pretty badly, but the second one he nailed it. Mr. Shark who doesn't want to. How many hit points does that eel have? You're not gonna die.
Hang on.
You take 4 points to your eel form.
4?
Yeah.
Okay.
The infantry behind you, Kyrian misses you, and it is your turn. You guys are quick with the mean animated stuff on our chat thing.
They're insanely fast.
They are.
Oh,
really
yeah.
fast,
Yeah.
really
Oh,
good,
God.
on
It's
point.
crazy.
Good thing YouTube can't see it because, yeah.
It's quite
They're missing out.
Yeah, it's got to be some feature down the road if this was able to get super famous. You guys are very good at it.
Though I am curious as to how Kyrian's going to react when he realizes that the person he was sworn to protect has sunk beneath the waves and
Is
is
that
never to be
yes?
seen again.
I'm just very slow. I have actually had a plan all along. It just hasn't got to my turn yet.
It's your turn now. What would you like to do?
I will immediately go to the rail,
Okay.
and if I see them on the edge, I will do what I can to help them up. Foregoing anything defensive myself. If I do not see them, I will jump in after them.
Perception roll at 20 because they're under the waves, pretty deep.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you haul us up on deck, you're still going to be in trouble if you let that bosun mate die.
I do not see them. I got a 19, and I have nothing that's going to help me re-roll that. So I am going to look at the guy who's on the bosun mate.
Yep.
And I will say, I will mentally say to him, the Queen of Summer demands your attention. And then I will whisper these words as I leap over the edge. And she wants you to die. And I will cast Dissonant Whispers.
On the creature thing?
Yep, and I will cast that at second level. It gets a Wisdom save 16.
Yeah.
And that is 46.
You're casting that on who?
The green guy on the bosun.
On the bosun.
Yeah.
I know it sounded like he was going to do it to the bosun, but...
Right. That's what I was like, wait, what?
Backstabber. I knew it.
And that's 19 psychic damage to the green guy on the bosun mate as I dive beneath the waves to rescue them. My bow strapped over my back as I jump.
More people in the water. This is freaking fantastic. That it?
Yeah, he didn't even bring a rope, though. He just jumped in.
He just jumped in, yeah.
There's ropes on the side of the boat. I just jumped in.
All right, cool. Vaemont, there's a big dying monstrosity in front of you. And people over
So, I'm going to teleport to here, directly opposite the bosun, behind the green guy.
Okay.
To attempt to cleave this green guy in half.
Dang, the 19 didn't kill it? Jesus. Maybe I should have gone with the 5th level spell.
29 to hit it?
Yeah, hits it.
Alright, so it's going to take...
Oddly enough, that one had not gotten much ire from anybody, because Zinder was too worried about protecting people around her that she has not smited her at all. I expected her to go down on him, but she's been trying to save people around her.
Yeah.
So he's been avoiding a lot of damage. He was pretty.
It's going to take 15 psychic damage.
It's about to end.
Followed by 25 psychic damage. So 40.
He's dead.
Oh, I wasn't done. Okay.
He also
and then
explodes all over the bosun now. Now he's all covered with gold.
the big guy is going to take 19 necrotic damage as his wails echo straight through the big guy.
Oh, very nice. It's a cool little combo you got going on there with that guy.
Thank you, thank you.
Where is he? And that penetrates that thing's skull, and it just withers and crumbles right next to that thing. So both of them drop.
And then I've attempted to hit Jew before, and I've failed horribly, so I have no doubt that he can take whatever is with him. So I'm going to dive into the water, knowing that Zindred was launched overboard.
Sweet, another person in the water. When I created this scenario, I did not think many of you would be in the water as you have chosen to be. All right.
Actually, can I retcon that?
Stay out of the water.
Yes, because I just remembered actually that the water elemental failed me, so I'm actually going to run back toward the captain. And that'll be my turn.
And the King's Guard rips the captain open.
I gotta get there. Damn it!
Blood covers the entire top of that deck. Jew, you're surrounded. And your friends are all overboard. Everyone's jumping off the boat.
Is the boat sinking? What?
No. It's not even on fire. I had envisioned one point was trying to get this boat on fire to get people moving around, but nah, it just took a couple people.
Not even on fire is what he said.
All right. Let's hack away at the guys that are here. So
you got two Star Shield guys and one big dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Pick one. Star Shield guy on the right.
You pick one. You're the guy.
The guy on the right.
Okay, Star Shield guy.
The thing. All right, still raging, still crazy, still pissed.
Roar.
30.
Oh yeah, that hits.
13.
Okay.
Transferring to armor class. Second attack. 25.
Hit.
15.
You cut that face off of that Star Shield guy.
Oh, is he dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
So bonus cleave.
Bonus cleave on the next guy. 16.
Just hits.
16 damage plus 4 radiant damage.
Okay. The last attack.
And then last attack. 30.
Dead.
Oh.
He's dead, man.
Cleaving on the next guy.
Okay.
28.
Hit.
11 damage.
Okay.
Plus 1 radiant.
Okay. So you smear the deck with gore of crab guy creatures, but
Actually, you don't get the radiant anymore. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that spell's not be concentrated on for the.
Minus 1 radiant damage.
Eels. Okay. All right.
Psych your mind.
Dead. Zindred, you may now make a strength roll to get to the rope with Laura.
Strength or athletics?
I will give you athletics because it is swimming.
30.
Easily. So you and her are on the rope and beginning to make your climb up. You get pretty much about 5 feet from actually the bottom of the boat. What is your perception?
That is burning my action to move as well.
Yes.
Okay.
What is your perception?
My passive is 22.
All right. You will see that your summer charge has dove in the water with you. He's about 25 feet away from you.
With my hand on my sword hilt, I will say in his head, roughly the direction that we are from him, on this rope. I trust the entire crew is safe.
I am here for you, milady.
Okay. Oleski, it's your turn.
Well, I'm pretty dumb at the moment, so
Get your daughter back on the boat.
yeah. I mean, that's the plan. But I got to try to phrase it. So I think I can still use my telepathy. So I will tell her to jump off as we go over.
Cool.
and I will do basically a run. The killer whale has a 60-foot move, so I'll get the 120, but I'll do the run and jump over the boat.
Okay, give me a strength check. And I'll give you advantage because you built up momentum.
All right, so let me see. The whale has a 19, so +4. Let's see here.
Joey's gonna go over you like Free Willy.
That's what's happening, man.
I'm gonna touch his belly when he jumps.
So 22 with the advantage.
Okay, and that's what Drew leaps over. Drew can touch a little bit as you're sailing over. Big old splash.
That was in his belly.
It's so big.
All right, Cascade, what are you doing? You got a shark who's got a bite on you, as an eel. Are you electrocuting? I don't even know what your power
Has
is.
he bitten me?
Yeah, he bit you for 2 points, as an eel.
Oh. Oh.
You're like eel damage. You have eel hit points right now, so.
Yeah, but is he still holding on?
Yeah.
Oh. Well then, shit. That kind of ruins my plans.
Darn those DMs and their pesky bad guys.
I know.
Right?
Grabbing. What is this power?
I want to, so I'm going to bite him to get him to let me go.
All right, bite him.
That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Bite him in the eye.
That's what makes him let go, but... oh, that's a 10. That's 18 points of damage.
Oh, golly lord, yeah, he lets go. Right,
plus 2, so 20 points of damage.
Jesus lord. Yeah, he lets go.
All right, so for movement, I want to swim away. I want to... How many people are deep? Even though they all have water breathing, but who's the deepest?
Perception check.
Yeah, you're pretty far from them. Hate to tell you.
20 unnatural.
Was the eel's perception?
Oh.
Not the lovely water genocide who's naturally into this all this stuff.
What is perception? Perception is a wisdom, so that's 18 plus 5.
Oh.
Wisdom. Apparently it's a wisdom.
Yeah. So, total is what? 23?
Yes.
Okay, wow, alright. Yeah, this dude, this crew member is sinking, and he's drowning pretty quick. Oh, no, he's not drowning. He's water breathing, but he's just sinking.
He didn't...
He's drowning. It's just going to take a long time.
Yeah, he's taking a long time.
So what's my movement? 40 feet is my swim speed. So
Is
I
he
want to
wearing metal armor?
No, but he didn't. But he kind of hit his head when he hit the water. He wasn't.
He doesn't know how to swim.
So yeah,
he doesn't have many hit points like you guys. So he takes 3 points of damage. He's pretty fucked.
She wants to dive down and get the one who's furthest.
That's just him.
And grab him and pull him up.
Roll
And
because he thinks you're an attacking eel.
That's
You're
okay.
too slippery. You can't hold on.
No, he thinks he's being attacked by an eel. Is what the problem is.
That's okay. And then the elemental. So give me half a second to go and click on. Did I hit him? Oh, I'm sorry.
You need to grab him. He doesn't want to be grabbed by you because he thinks you're hostile.
I missed that part. Let me get on the giant eel again so I know what my damage, my hit is.
Your damage? Did you kill him?
Yeah, did you kill him?
Oops. We thought it was Killian who was the spy. It's
a 12.
It's underwater.
12
We
to
don't
hit.
see what's happening.
You do hit him because again he doesn't have any armor.
Okay,
so
I will grab him and start swimming up.
All right, now is your water elemental who has failed us.
Preferably not. Hopefully not. Let me try to get that whelm back. That's cocked. That's still a 1. So he's gonna do slam damage.
Okay, you tried last time.
Yeah, well, I didn't roll that die. I got rid of that die and I put it away because it needed to go to bed. Plus
It had a
7,
twin.
16, 17, 23 to hit.
You hit. The water element crashes into the back of the creature, and he's dead.
Oh, he's gone?
He only had 1 hit point. That's all you needed with that last attack.
Okay.
And you would have saved the captain. But
Was there another one up there? I thought there
Nope.
was.
they
Okay.
got radiant bursty damage.
Okay, his movement is 30 feet. So he's going to start moving towards the forward end of the boat because there's a water elemental up there and other people to attack. So whatever 30 feet is.
All right. Where are we now? Dead. He's still alive. And there's nobody up there? Oh, Jew's left up there. Totally missed you. Firebrand.
Can I run up and see if the captain is still alive or dead?
He is very bloody all over. You'll need to make a medicine check. Are you proficient in it?
What do you think?
I'm going to say no.
Have you ever seen me try to save anybody before?
I know, but I was just trying to help the crowd get an understanding how possibly hopeless this is.
14.
There's a lot of blood. You're pretty sure he's dead.
I think he's dead.
Because you've never seen this much blood before.
I mean, it's only been 6 seconds.
He didn't roll very well, and he does not very proficient. He's not as talented.
Somebody who knows what they're doing might want to take a look. Quick.
He's dead. All right, you done? You've identified he's dead. Oh, that guy's still left.
Busy swimming now.
Who's swimming?
Zendrid, she can't help.
No, not yet.
Actually, I feel left out. I should have jumped overboard.
Hey, I did not jump. I rolled a nat 1 on my deck save.
Congratulations. Everybody else, on the other hand.
I was pushed, okay?
From leaping off the killer whale, Desire comes down and cuts into the back of this creature, dropping it. A big whisper comes out and goes into the whale. Laura now has you guys touching the boat, and you and Zindred now are pretty much on the side, half your waist above the water now. Okay, Glenn. All right, Kyrian, it is you.
I will swim up to them.
Okay.
And I believe just need to check what kind of. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that spell from here. I will. I'm basically there to make sure that they can climb up, and they're going to be okay. So I'll just tread water and behind them to make sure they're able to get up. Once they're up on deck, I will simply reserve the action to face step.
Okay.
To the deck.
Vaemont, one of those Star Shield guys try to hit you. but he sucked.
This guy in front of me?
Yeah,
Where'd he come from?
from across the deck.
From across the
Yeah,
deck.
people just walked by him because he was pretty useless. He was not stunning like the other guys.
So I think I have to take a mental check for clarity here. There are no ropes hanging over the side of the actual boat.
Correct.
There are just the hooks that were coming from the
Below the
depths
Yeah.
into the boat.
Yes.
All right. Which I really think Kyrian, when he leapt over the side, had this understanding that there was possibly ropes coming from the deck.
As a player, thought I heard that because I heard somebody say, "Yeah, they have ropes that went over." So I assumed there were already ropes. I actually have a grapple hook and a rope ready to go, but because I knew there were ropes already there, I didn't do that item interaction when I jumped.
Well,
or I
you
thought
can
that.
grab ropes from the top and start securing something. It's not
On the starboard side of the ship, you can see detailed and that they have a ladder that descends into the water. Do they have one on the port side as well?
Yeah, they do. The ship
Okay.
is
Fantastic.
Excellent. So make our way to the
Glenn,
ladder.
that gets you inspiration from using your thing and checking on it and putting out a detail on it. That's the way to play the board.
I mean, I think we noticed it, but I have never seen a boat with a ladder in the side of it. So that's awesome.
Yeah. It's actually got cannons if you pick up these things.
I did notice the cannons. Can you shoot the shark? Oh, man.
The shark ran away because he got bitten by an eel and he's crying right now as he goes back on the water.
And why is that one shark in a tornado?
It's one diving out. It's their way to be animated.
It's breaching.
Coming, yeah, it's breaching.
Yeah.
I realized it just looked like a shout.
I know.
A shark in a water spout that made me
There
think,
is
and that
one
made me think
that's just
Sharknado.
the fin, but you gotta go with a player at that. Like the other one you saw was like he was actually above floating to kind of if you want to do a full underwater thing. All right, so Vaymont, we just need you to kill this this dude behind you though. As you kill things around you.
So I don't know. Kind of want to try to heal the captain if he's bleeding to death. I guess I do killing better than I do healing, so I'm gonna attempt.
Same.
I'm gonna attempt to murder the starfish guy. Does a 17 hit?
Oh yes.
Fantastic. So he's gonna take 15 psychic damage, followed by 24 more psychic damage. Fantastic.
How do you do the killing? He is dead. Combat is ended.
So now I'm gonna run up the stairs and
yes.
I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom underneath the captain.
Let's do.
So Wither and Bloom does damage in a 10-foot radius to anything that I choose for it to do damage to, but one target in that radius can be healed instead.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to attempt to heal him for 4.
He does not hit the heal. He is past the death stage. Save it first.
And once I notice that, I shall shout for Zindred.
Okay, well, you guys will get on board.
I will save my phase step if there's no more combat. I'll climb up.
Yeah, you're all good.
So the caster got away, or is he within?
He blew up.
100?
He's gore.
He is
Firebrand shattered him.
He got
He's chommed in
exploded.
the water.
No, he's gone. Only the shark got away. That guy there, the shark, he's the only one that got away.
If we are out of combat, then knowing that the captain, do I know that the captain is dying or dead?
So I just shouted for Zindred.
I'm gonna give it a couple. It'll take 2 rounds for Zindred you to know that's the captain's state and get up on the app. Just turn to the deck, whatever it's called.
Wait, is everybody dead?
Yes, there's no more combat. All the creatures are gone.
Okay.
So, Zindrid or Cascade, what do you wish to do about the captain?
I will run up there and say,
comes up as well.
and yell out, "I've got diamonds! I can revive him!" I mean,
Hold.
Ben, I got a nat 20 to come out of rage.
Okay.
So, I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
All right, yeah.
I was figuring that's why you asked.
Yes,
I was like, oh, this should be fun.
And Desire was the only one left on that deck there, so that would have been fun.
Well, based on what we witnessed her do, I think Desire could actually take him, and I'm okay with that.
Okay, Cascade, what would you like to do? So you have Diamond Zindrid's next to you.
And she hollered, and she said hold.
She said hold.
Well, I think Jew did it for game mechanics wise. That was more of a combat would continue if he can't get out of rage.
Yes.
Miss Zindrid, what do you want me to do?
She crouches down by the body with you so that your heads are closer together. And she leans forward and closes his eyes and says, quietly, nothing. There are casualties in battle. We don't have that many of those. We must save them for lack of a better way to put it, those important to the mission. There's enough crew left to man this boat, and your experience will help.
I can't help it, but Laura goes to you and goes, "You're the captain now." I'm sorry.
I was just about to. Am I the
We have inspiration.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Am I the captain now?
When you say that out loud, Zindrid says, "That is my intent." Yes, we'll address the crew shortly.
Well, golly, I've crewed all my life, but I don't know if I've ever I have never captained.
Are you telling me you can't do the job?
I mean, I can do it. I know how to. But I've never done it.
Okay. Then grow a little backbone, girl.
I'm pretty sure it's more of a
Stand up
supervisory role.
and take the job when I offer it. And she stands up and turns towards Kairian. And she doesn't shout it. She doesn't do it in front of the entire crew or anything, but anybody who's nearby would hear it. I understand that you're here for me because your queen ordered it, yes?
Yes.
Did she order you to follow my orders?
That is part of my orders, yes.
Fair enough. So when I shout, protect the crew, you're not just here for me, are you? So let's have it. It doesn't have to be to me. I'm not asking you to swear fealty to Zindrid or House of Navilia. But if you want me to accept that you're here to help us, not just to follow me around and try to keep me alive, but to help us, then I need your oath. I need your oath on the fake court you hold dear that you are here to help us until this mission is completed, whether I fall or not, and that you are going to help and aid every member of this group as though they were me. Otherwise, you may return to your queen.
I cannot allow you to fall through action or inaction. That oath has already been sworn. But I did not do anything to violate your directive to protect others. In fact, I did so as I jumped into the water.
Very well. If you need to prioritize me above others, fair enough. I still require that oath.
It has already been given by way of my queen. But if you need to hear it again, I will see to it that Lady Zindred succeeds, that we meet the letter of the expectation, all of the expectations that she has given you, my queen, and I will make sure that this mission is successful where the false knight failed, and he glares in Aileron's direction.
And she steps in front of that baleful gaze and says, and he is part of this group, so he also is under your protection.
Agreed.
You'll note, though, that it was to the cause and to the end, even if I fall. I get that your job is to make me not, to keep me up. But even if I fall, if you want to be part of this, if you want us to trust you, you need to be part of it.
May the sun set on my soul if you are unable to continue your quest.
She puts her hand on her shoulder and says, excellent. Now get to know people. Don't just follow me around like a lapdog.
Have you seen our lapdogs?
Cass will stand upright and kind of glance a glare towards Zindred's back as she had walked away. And then she'll take the wheel and gesture for the elemental to join her, because it's around for an hour. And then she'll yell out, "You scallywags! Get to!"
And they start. The crew starts getting the ship now freed, and which the water elemental could actually help since we had the last hour freeing the lines that are below, and the ship is on the way.
And then she'll also give the order to prepare the dead for burial at sea.
Okay. Do we have everybody back on board? I'm going to do an assessment of casualties.
That's part of it. She wants to know who has gone and who is not.
Yeah, I will,
of the crew.
I'll give you more of the crew remnants as I decide to process through many of it. But only the captain of the 4 main crew members was perished.
Okay, because otherwise she was going to start grabbing our people to go and order them about in the rigging.
Now, the first mate is also still fine.
Alexi is back on ship, or is he still?
Yes, he's
whale.
No,
okay.
He's back. I think I put him there. I just left the models in the water.
Okay.
All of the
I just want to make sure we got everybody back.
Yeah, everybody's back. Everybody's accounted for that. Yeah. Yes.
Kyrian will take a small stone that has a red coloring, and he will go to, or 2 small stones with red coloring. He'll go to the first mate and ask the first mate, "Were you close with your captain?"
Of course.
May I ask you for his name?
You should have written down Jean-Loup. Jean-Loup Decourt.
Last name business. First name,
He speaks into the stone and says, Jean-Luc Decourt, and he hands the stone to the first mate, and he says, "And your name?"
Rolfe de Abovel.
Rolfe de Aboel. He speaks into the other stone, and as they're preparing the body, he places the stone upon the chest and just says, "May the soul go where it is destined, but may the Summer Queen's gaze always protect the friendship and the memory between these 2 friends."
Thank you.
Zindred watches this, smiling slightly.
And he steps away, just steps back, watches over the burial proceedings, and he does, as each body is prepared, he does place a leaf. He plucks a leaf off of his armor of variant summer colors, and he places it on each body and utters a prayer for each of them. He will ask their friends their names as well, so he can say the name. And it's the same thing. It's just a blessing to have the Summer Queen watch over them as they travel wherever their souls may go.
Okay. Who has passive perceptions over 20? Those that do will
at 20.
if you're at 20, that's fine. 20 and above, will know there are 4 glowing sigils that had lit up had prior before you've known him. 4 new ones are on Aleski.
Got some more devil marks, huh?
All right,
Alexi?
Thanos, how many more till you're full?
Vaymont, Zendra does specifically walk by you also and briefly place her hand on your shoulder and say, "Well done, Vaymont."
Vaymont bows low. Oh, thank you very much, Lady Zindred.
And a little bit later, he comes by Cascade, now that she's shouting orders, and just whispers, "That a girl, Captain Fluffykins."
Ben, was the original count 9 or 10? The first group that was totally lit up.
There are 9 on the marks,
Okay. So,
and you have four strings.
Cass will glance
Oh.
at Zindrit. I'm sorry, go ahead. Finish up.
there remain 20. Let's see, 36 minus 10 is 26. Right? There remains 23 sigils.
5 unlit on that one string. 4 of them are now lit.
Yeah, you gotta power up your arm or something first.
No,
Leg. Have a leg.
they in some way are linked to the life of my children.
As Zindrid walks by and says that, Cass will glance at her and go, "Ow."
Muted.
Damn.
She is smiling already, but she chuckles.
Did you hear it or no?
Yeah, I heard you. I was the one that muted.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you guys get the boat back in order. I will give you a list of the people that are remaining on the boat as they get it underway. Is there anything anyone wishes to kind of also address at the end of this fight before you make your way into the bay?
Cass will look at the first mate and say, I need a damage report on this boat.
Oh yeah. Well, there's not much damage. It's really just who we lost for crew. They didn't do much at all. Surprisingly, like I said, no one did a fireball. I was kind of disappointed.
It's gone, but I'm not that dumb.
You had a fire.
I was wildly impressed. I thought it was about to happen on the poop.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was going to happen at one, but yeah, that's
I
called
put a fire
personal
mage on
growth.
the deck. I gave it to Jacob, and he's supposed to cast fireball on the sails.
Personal growth. Personal growth.
It's true.
Well done.
Cass,
I'm maturing.
Cass will ask for a list of personnel that need to be replaced, minus the captain.
Yep.
Because that's harder to replace.
Sure.
With
And
someone you
Zindrid
trust.
will,
Captain now.
Zindrid will add in over her shoulder to the first mate. And you may want to bump the bosun and so on down the line, because I'm not giving up the captain's quarters, and the new captain's going to need somewhere to sleep.
No props. Okay.
I mean,
So the
technically,
boat-
everybody on the boat already has somewhere to sleep, so
Yeah, the boat's fine.
nobody would lose.
It's going forward. Is there anything amongst yourselves as the party that you want to address before we wrap up?
But a boat this size might have a separate cabin for the first mate, even if it's small. You know, I'm trying to take care of the captain. That was it.
You do.
No.
Miss Zindrid, I don't want to take where you were sleeping.
Oh, no. Please don't misunderstand Captain Cascade.
She's not going to
I
give
will.
it up.
I am keeping the captain's quarters.
He's giving you the first mate's quarters.
You may have the first mate's cabin.
Oh no, I'm not going to bump anybody out of their bed.
She
I
scoots
can
closer. You're in
Go sleep at
command.
the end of yours.
Your crew will not respect you if you don't take your place.
Fine, you can share my room with me.
She'll just sleep on your.
But she
curl
says
up
that
on your
quietly,
pillow.
not where the crew can hear you.
Kyrian steps in and begging your pardon, lady Zindrid. assuming this vessel is now a court, so as the Fey Queen lords over the Summer Court, her position is such there are things that are expected of her, and if she does not do those things, the court may not respond well. Not everybody has sworn an oath as I. So you must act as the queen of this vessel, or the subjects of this vessel may not do their best work.
I think you're mistaken, Carrion.
Cass will turn to Kyrian and go, "Pardon me, I'm the captain here and you think she's in charge? I'm in charge. You shut your mouth."
Butter my biscuits.
Vema is gonna snicker. Actually, it's not even a snicker. I'm just gonna flat out laugh because that's funny.
He will bow, say nothing, as he was asked to honor, and he will step back into his position at Zindred's side and shrug his shoulders at Lady Zindred, and then resume his position.
He used more words and made it hard to understand, but he was saying the same thing I was, Cascade. You can be kind to your crew, but you still must take the place as the captain, and the captain would not sleep in a hammock.
I can sleep wherever I like and still be in charge.
Very well.
You are technically a passenger now.
You're right. You are the captain. You may do as you wish on the boat.
Lady Zindred, you
Just
seem
giving
to have
you
let this
advice
go
on.
to,
Just giving you advice on leadership, dear. Take us to port.
Mr. Fluffykin's head.
She'll take a deep sigh because she knows what she's doing on a ship and she knows what position she's filling, but she doesn't like it.
Well, I've never been on a boat before, but I'm willing to help wherever.
Good. Can you hit that crow's nest? Be a lookout? Thanks.
Sure.
Okay. Jew, are you all set?
Oh, as long as Lady's interested.
I am just staying on guard.
Okay. Oleski, anything you wish to address?
On guard.
Well, it might be nice to ask Desire at some point what exactly these sigils are for and or do. The short answer might be good now, but it might be a longer.
Are you asking her directly like that?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I have a feeling I have a bit of understanding of them, but I don't know what they are specifically.
They're what we're part of for you, Daddy. And she grabs your arm. She traces the 4. I told you I'd make you proud, Daddy. I did good, right?
You are a very competent fighter, and we appreciate all the help. And I understand that your continued help will continue to empower these sigils. And I believe I understand that they are linked to yours and your brothers and sisters' lives in some way.
Yes, Daddy.
Are they going to change me?
Am I changing you now, Daddy?
No, but that doesn't mean that that's all they do. Are there other effects that are going to affect me with these?
I don't think the way you're thinking, but I'm no wizard, Daddy.
These are answers I seek. I wish to understand.
It'll be a great journey we'll have together, and we'll figure them all out. I'm gonna stay next to the curse man because he can help me kill and help you out, Daddy. I didn't think those things were living, or like people think, but they were. So they helped out. They helped out with your arm.
I can handle my side. You should patrol the back end of the boat.
I don't do patrols. That's really boring. I don't desire patrols.
Unless she's following you, Jew.
Well, if you're as good as you say you are, then
Killing.
you don't.
Killing. When things are showed up, then I kill. That's what I'm good at. Like you.
After I do the damage.
Yeah.
Easy to sweep in and finish them off.
Yeah.
When I do all the hard work.
Everything to help my daddy out.
I'm not listening to this erotic conversation happening between Jew and her, am I?
I don't know. It's up to you.
It's very much that type of conversation. That's the direction she's heading.
You can cut the sexual tension with a knife.
For the record, I don't need your assistance in battle. As you can see, I was untouched.
No,
I think what
I didn't get knocked over.
Hitting with a knife creates sexual tension, I think is what you meant, Jake.
No, Jew. I need yours.
These two, yeah.
You help kill things faster for my dad.
Out of character question for you, Ben.
Yeah.
When Jew and I kill stuff, we no longer put sigils on Lexi.
You did
right?
not see
That was just in the
wisp
arena.
were much different, which you were able to use for damage in combat. You were not in combat with Jew, so you saw nothing of what had happened with him.
Okay.
All right. Alaron, is there anything you need to do?
No, I'm just gonna go to one of the rails. Just hang out.
Okay. Zindred, you've promoted a captain. Is there anything else you wish to settle as the ship makes its way towards the east?
Just kind of watching. Cinder's going to stay on deck, and she's just kind of watching the first mate, bosun, and whomever else is left of the senior staff, and kind of gauging their reactions to the day's events and the orders of Cascade.
Okay.
Cass will actually gesture to the first mate to take the wheel and then she'll announce, I need to check the charts.
Okay.
And then she'll go down to the captain's quarters. Does she know these waters at all? Has she ever traveled them?
You haven't gone into the bay, but you have traveled much of the western shores of Spero.
Okay, so she's going to go down to the captain's charts and try to familiarize herself with the bay, so she knows what she's getting into to try to, sail into the bay and docking or anchoring off or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
The crew can probably help quite a bit with that. They, I'm sure, know what they're doing.
Yeah, but it is unfamiliar.
It's
not a common thing, but you can definitely all do that. All right. Well, with that, we will wrap up tonight's session.
If I can, riding out into the end credits, Kyrian will play the flute and just do a nice little dirge.
Okay. Very cool.
While she's down in the captain's
In
quarters,
the tune of My Heart Will Go On.
Probably not that one.
While she's down in the captain's quarters, she'll probably take a little bit of time to mourn and maybe cry to herself about the loss, because it kind of hits home.
Okay. Very fair.
And
right.
if there's any action after a short rest for a group, I can give out the numbers. I would have successfully provided additional healing or hit points over a short
No,
rest.
you guys will be good. You'll be getting.
Yeah.
There won't be another fight before you get.
Yeah, Zindred would walk around and heal everybody's wounds just with lay on hands anyway, because we didn't take that much damage except for the crew that
Laura
died,
took
right?
Quite a bit. I think some people took some damage from the spell and things. So.
Yeah, it took a little bit of damage.
Yeah. It was nickel and dime, but it was like you mentioned. It was mostly the crew that was in danger.
Lauren, it sounded like
Nickel
got
and
hammered
dime?
though, so
She
I'd
took
be
on the
most
biggest
concerned
chunk.
with her.
Damn it.
The crab did the most hit easiest and did the most damage. So.
Alaron, are you whistling?
No.
You're
It's not
doing
my
a
heart will
dirge,
go on,
aren't
it's
you?
playing.
All right. We need to pick a date in March. So 12, 19, or 26. Tabletop Journeys usually around you guys. Anything sticks out there?
Give me a second.
March. And the Sundays.
So
Put on the 5th.
Sundays in March are clear at this point.
Yep. I don't see a thing.
So we'll say 19th. Is that good for
Cool.
everybody?
Yep.
All right, we will be back together for Streams of Spero on the 19th, as we will get us closer to Van Rohe the Beholder, and I think we got a little bit of the band getting a little closer. Nothing like a little bit of combat to make people feel good about their party. So thank you very much. We'll see you next time.